What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to your favorite Wednesday night wrestling podcast, the podcast that solely push AEW to go to Tuesday nights because they can't handle the ratings that is RSH Wrestling. With your host, Chuck Winchester, with your host, Josh D. Board. Weird to have that in that order. And still your current reigning, not yet defending, RSH champion of the world, Jovan D. Board. Welcome back to your favorite Wednesday night wrestling podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Lots to talk about tonight. There's been a return. There's been another return. It's been a very emotional return, actually, with a really cool promo that ended better than Halloween ended. So, very excited to talk about all of that stuff. So far, the fucking Fiend, whatever you want to call him, is cooler than the final Michael Myers for now. There'll be another one. Did you see there's actually a petition for that movie to be remade because of how bad it got? When it comes to the
I believe it.
The receipt.
Oh, my sharing's done. All right.
All right.
Are we live?
We are live.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
We are live, and we have millions and dozens of fans watching us.
All right. Well, fuck all of you.
Only if they don't like it.
Well, if they don't like it.
If you do like it. Or, wait, I don't know. All right. Let's go.
What is on the agenda this evening? Last week was Extreme Rules.
Oh, so AEW pissed me off before when I was at work earlier, so I'm going to yell at Tony Khan.
Why did he piss you off this week?
All right. There he is.
Owner.
Promo of the year. As usual, we're sponsored by cocaine. Does cocaine have a smell? We'll figure that out for you. Make a wish and make sure to buy Backstage Assault, now featuring the fired, the one guy that's heads on here that we don't know. I forget his name because he's irrelevant.
You mean the best in the world?
No,
CM Punk?
No, that's
what he does.
The guy who looks almost as stupid as him, above him. Not Kenny, the other guy.
Oh.
Is that? That's Ace Steel?
Yeah, he got fired today.
Yeah, that's all that.
And
That's a good one.
as usual,
He threw a chair, didn't he?
chugging who Billie Eilish is. All right, now let's get to Tony Khan.
She looks like was she wearing a Sting shirt in that picture?
Stop.
Was that a Sting shirt?
So AEW decided to move to Tuesday nights this week
because of RSH.
No, well, okay.
Yeah,
because the
we scared
NBA's
him
back
Tuesday
and
nights.
AEW's like, so TNT. Bennett gave me this line. AEW fits on Tennessee. TNT. You know why?
Why is that?
Because no one knows drama like TNT.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
I like it.
Backstage assaults.
No fighting.
Scissor me, daddy ass. Bunch of weird shit.
What is that about?
That's a thing.
I know. Like
That's
a Billy
thing.
Gunn and those guys do it. Why is it funny?
It's
Because
so
he's
weird.
gay.
I mean, I remember when he was tag team partners with fucking Rico and
Yeah.
I didn't know he was gay.
Billy Gunn and who's
No,
the
the guy
guy?
in the fucking Acclaimed.
The Ascension or the
Oh.
Acclaimed?
Yeah,
Whatever.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
It's
and that's
so
their number
silly.
one merch seller too.
It's not even funny.
No,
It's
it's
weird.
pretty bad.
It's like if I was 12, I would
Tony
chuckle
Khan,
at
you're
it,
never
but-
going to beat WWE when you declare one of your shows National Scissoring Day. And it's not the kind of
Really?
scissoring that I get on the internet for.
Oh,
So,
for God's sake.
I just think the whole daddy thing is even with
it's weird.
even with Roman Reigns when they do it with like, oh, he's your daddy. I think that's weird. Like
I think that's hot.
daddy's like a sexual
The scissor
thing.
me daddy thing's weird.
It's so stupid.
Acknowledge me
It's
daddy's
hot.
pretty big turn on.
So-
Like when
oh
I'm
my
wearing that
God.
shirt around.
That's disgusting.
I don't even watch when there's daddy in the porn title. I skip it. Like I can't handle that phrase. Ugh.
Good to know. Well, they moved
Scissor
to
me.
Tuesday, and it was kind of like they didn't advertise it like very quick, not very long.
I didn't even
So
realize it was
WWE
last night.
So they came onto NXT's time slot.
Gotcha.
So they didn't really have much time, but they countered with KO being in the main event.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
he
know
cut a
was,
fucking
yeah.
fire promo again.
Well, I
He
didn't
did.
know that was
Austin
happening.
Theory.
No one's promoting.
Austin Theory
Showed up.
somewhat attempted to cash in on the NXT
Oh,
champion.
that'd be cool.
He
So
did,
that
yeah.
was a nice touch. Shinsuke returned.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
The OC was down there
Mhm.
in a match.
The OC.
All of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
they
original
came with
club.
Cameron Grimes to fight Joe Gacy and his guys.
Gotcha.
Mandy Rose barely wore any clothes.
Nice.
For
Always
God's
good.
Oh, for God's sake.
Rhea Ripley was down there.
She kicked it
fought,
off, yeah.
Roxanne
Roxanne.
and Cora
Roxanne,
Jade fought
yeah.
Roxanne.
So they loaded
Sorry.
it.
Raquel Rodriguez
Yep.
fought her. He had an appearance from the Judgment Day.
Oh,
There's a lot of
and
shit.
Chucky.
And Chucky was Chucky came on
How
there.
long, that's a 2-hour show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chucky came on
Mhm.
to announce Grayson Waller's stipulation for Halloween Havoc, which is Saturday night on Peacock.
It is.
at 8 o'clock.
This Saturday or next Saturday?
This Saturday night.
I have to go to a fucking Halloween party.
See, all my fucking Halloween parties is Saturday after this one.
I have a Halloween party on Saturday in Carlisle, actually,
Oh,
and then
God.
the Saturday after that in
That
St.
party's
Mary's.
gonna be sucked. That's party's.
It's actually they're pretty legit.
Everything in Carlisle sucks.
It's like they have like they
Wow,
live in
you're
like a
so
fucking like
nice.
haunted mansion. It's a pretty sweet place actually.
No, never mind.
I'm
not
excited.
really nice about Carlisle.
Whatever.
They won the ratings, so we're back at this for 1 week only.
Nice.
But they
Yeah.
barely 76,000. And AEW is headlined by Title Tuesday, another
we called it.
fucking stupid name by Tony Khan.
Actually, I forgot Bennett asked me to go to this like a month ago, and I totally forgot to say yes
Oh.
or no. I forgot he even.
Well,
Nikki went. And when Moxley was going up the stands, Nikki from Arena Rock Show, he was right there. He's
That's
got a picture
cool.
That's
of
cool.
him, like,
That's cool.
yeah. And I was like, "That's the you were so close to the most overrated wrestler of all."
I like
of-
Moxley.
I like John Moxley.
I like Moxley.
Look,
I
and
do.
here's where the whole thing comes into play. They barely beat NXT. Again, they lost.
Well, neither advertised what they were doing. I had no idea KO was gonna be on NXT.
NXT, do they promote the fuck out of it during Raw?
I'm gonna have to. Well, let's try to watch it today. So I might have to.
See, goddamn. Well, that's why. Dude, I swear to God, there was even 2 AEW commercials during Raw
There
and
was
3 Impact commercials.
Mhm. There was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That is
so like
weird.
Triple H don't give a fuck. And they mentioned New Japan last night.
I'm gonna have to watch NXT tomorrow then. 'Cause
Yeah, dude, they're.
I like
Yeah.
KO.
I look like he's slowly making. JD McDonough. He said, "JD McGoogle yourself," and I don't know why it was so fucking funny, but
KO's
then he stunned Theory. Have you seen the stunner he had on Theory?
From last night?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know.
He stunned Theory, and Theory would have hit your fucking
Just like
ceiling.
jump
Dude,
all the
he
way.
sold
Like when the Rock
fuck
used to
out
do
of
it to Austin.
He made the Rocks look like amateur hour.
That's cool.
Like he sold the fuck out of
He
it.
did.
But
I'll see if I can watch that. So because AEW won, they're gonna fucking talk shit about it on social
no, so
media.
the opposite's happening on the internet right now.
Oh, good.
What's happening is NXT fans are making fun of AEW for barely beating NXT.
Barely.
The third
Yeah.
show.
And with Title Tuesday with John
Yeah.
Moxley versus Adam Hangman Page. Orange Cassidy carries his title belt in a backpack because he's too lazy to carry it. So he came to the ring.
It's
So
called-
I dug
I think
that.
that's funny.
It's called the All Atlantic.
All
title.
47
Yeah.
interim titles were defended last night.
And they all retain.
And they no
All
title
retained.
change.
No, that's spoiler. They're all retained.
Well, to be fair,
No, it's
we
not.
don't know if the Cowboy was going to win because he got injured.
No, well, that's because they don't have a training center. You're allowed to clothesline people right in the fucking forehead.
I mean,
Yep.
shit
So,
happens.
John Moxley, Bebe, the next time we're off next week, and then we're back for Halloween. Bebe will be on.
Nice.
Moxley's not that. He doesn't move the needle.
Well, I mean,
He doesn't.
whatever.
He's not the guy. Look, he's not. This has
He's
been
not-
the big discussion.
He's not a
Look,
superstar. I'll give you that.
Yeah, well,
but I like him.
No, this is the
I do
thing.
too.
He's the face. They just gave him like a fucking 20-year contract. Remember, he's locked into like 2030, and they're going to let him talk to children, which is probably fucking a bad. Have you
Yeah.
seen John Moxley?
Well, he's
outside?
sober now, so he might be all right.
No, he's not.
he has a
No, he's sober
daughter.
now.
He
Okay.
has a child.
He went to rehab like 2 months.
And he has his own child.
I
I,
know
think
that
he's
they're
fine.
I'm gonna try to be positive,
Try.
He's sober.
but he's not. I don't get it. Wild Thing's terrible. AEW has one guy that you can put as the head of the company, or the face, I should say, and it's MJF. And Tony Khan's never going to do it because he's fucking scared.
The problem with
'Cause
MJF,
what's going to happen is he's going to make him the face,
Sure.
and then he's going to leave.
the problem with that too.
Yeah,
The thing with
that's gonna be a
MJF
problem.
is he's really, really good on the microphone,
Mhm.
but he's very regular. in
Did you
the
see
ring.
him in Regal?
I did not.
It
But I
was
heard
really
about it.
good.
I heard about
So
it.
Regal
Really?
apparently sent an email years ago and told him like you ain't got what it takes, and he was like, "Dude, I read that email every day," and he's like, "I tried to kill myself once."
Oh.
Or he thought about killing
He thought
himself, or
about
he
killing
tried, or
himself.
something. And he was like, "That's a real fucking thing," and he starts looking, and the fans are like, saying, "Like, thank you for not doing it," or something like that.
Thank
then-
you for not killing
Yeah.
yourself.
They were
And then it
booing
was like-
Regal. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, they were booing Regal,
Regal.
like,
Well,
"You fucked
You
up,"
bring
or
mental
something
health.
like that.
Yeah, that's what happened. Fucking William Regal. I heard that was pretty cool. I saw that MJF had his shaking his fist
Yeah,
the
and then
entire
he came
time.
out and he teased cashing in his chip, which is like the money in the bank
Moxley
on Wish.
called him out on
Yeah,
it.
that's a silly
Yeah.
thing.
And then he said he's going to cash it in at the pay per view.
Full gear.
Like
So
how
there's-
John Cena
there-
announced
Yeah,
it.
there's your headliner.
Whatever, man. I mean,
they
like I
barely
said,
won the ratings at Bay. Moxley sucks. Wild Thing sucks. And I'll see you in 2 weeks.
I agree with his entrance music is a fucking joke.
Yeah,
That's so
it's all-
corny.
It hasn't been good since I saw the movie Major League.
I love
Fucking
it. I
since the
love Major
90s.
Leagues.
Yeah, I only knew that movie because of that song because of movies in the
There's
90s.
two things that
and
were
it's so
really
lame.
good in the 90s. The Reds, not good anymore. And Wild Thing, also
true.
not good anymore.
That is true.
So
The Reds are not.
and you know what was also good in the 90s and wasn't good this year? Halloween ends.
It all ended.
John Moxley's like Halloween ends. He's like Corey.
Nah, let's not get carried
When
away.
you put him,
Let's
John
not.
Moxley's like
Don't
Corey.
compare him to
No.
You
Corey,
slide John
God,
Moxley
no.
into something, you instantly ruin it.
I think Dominic is the Corey.
No,
Little-
Dominic's badass now.
I agree with Chuck on that.
Dominic
Corey.
beat AJ Styles.
He did indeed.
He did.
I saw that this
He
morning.
did.
I was surprised I didn't get some angry rant in the group
I
chat.
mean, it's the OC. What are you gonna do when you have fucking Gallows and Anderson back? Of course, you're gonna fucking lose. They suck. What are you gonna do?
How does Chuck feel about this? All right.
He'll tell us.
All
how
right,
he
so
feels.
we got all the bad shit out of the way. There's a couple one newsworthy thing that we've talked about on the show a lot that I just wanted your guys' opinion on before we hit. We're just going to hit Bray for a little bit.
Sure.
His promo was
Fucking
ridiculous.
bad. That one promo was better than the entire Halloween Ends.
Dude, it was. It's funny because I woke
It
up,
was.
watched Bray's promo, then I watched Halloween Ends. And I
Which
was like,
ended
one
sooner.
of these things is not like the other.
The
All right.
ending of Bray's promo was better
Was a
than
lot
all
better
of
than
Halloween Ends.
Yep.
So this is going to be a fun discussion. Triple H is cutting down premium live events. He says there's too many and that
I
the
agree.
gimmick ones are kind of stupid.
Hell yeah.
So
I agree.
speaking of Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell is one that they're probably going to
Good.
drop.
Good.
Money in the Bank might be dropped as well. It's sad,
Yeah, I
Because
kind of like
it's a
that.
very
like
good
Money in the
event.
Bank. I do.
but would you rather have a Money in the Bank ladder match on both nights of WrestleMania?
Yeah,
I do too.
Like do a women's and a men's?
especially if we're doing 2 nights still.
Yeah,
together.
Right,
and
that
then like
makes
that, I
sense.
think, and then he said he wants to cut some down. So day one's canceled.
I saw that.
I said,
That's
see, here's
god
why day
awful
one.
name.
Here's why day one's canceled. Okay, because apparently somebody wasn't smart enough to realize that every day, the first day of the month,
That's
starts on a different day. So like they're not going to do a pay per view on Tuesday.
Right.
Like,
What a stupid name.
you know what I mean?
It worked
like,
once.
It worked. You can make it work 2 times.
Day 2.
Like you could
Oh,
do
day
Saturday,
Saturday,
and Sunday,
Sunday.
and then you disappear, make it disappear. It just wasn't.
It wasn't.
If you're feeling frisky, you could do Fridays if you wanted
So
to.
Money in the Bank, Extreme Rules is one. Even though we just had a really good one,
Oh,
but
Yeah,
Besides one.
he's got to
Yeah.
fulfill this year's schedule, right?
right.
Yeah.
The first thing should be the Rumble.
Well, it's about time. We're gonna actually have
And
matches that matter.
They're
now.
talking about
Right.
getting rid of Elimination Chamber
I like.
I mean, I'm okay with that though, because we still
and
have.
bringing back No Way Out.
We'll still have
Ooh, I like
that
No Way
match,
Out.
but
I
it
and you
won't be
bring
so
back
forced.
No Way Out.
I like
I
No
like
Way
that.
Out. I do too. I like that better.
And then WrestleMania, Backlash, which has always been fucking what's
Classic.
after WrestleMania.
Except, yep.
They're Unforgiven has
I
been
like
thrown
that
out
one,
around.
too.
That's September 1. Yep.
Unforgiven. My favorite one was when Brock fought Taker, and Brock was fucking with Taker's wife, and Taker was gonna kill Brock.
I remember.
I
that.
He was
remember that
backstage
too.
like,
04, right?
yeah.
Yep.
And that fucking entrance song, I forget, it was the Headstrong or the fucking Trapped.
Yep.
The band that sings Headstrong.
I remember that
They
song.
made the fucking song.
That's
I remember
cool.
Taker throwing Brock and fucking he just like beat the shit. I thought he was actually gonna fucking kill him.
Didn't
That was
like
a great storyline.
didn't Brock like get really fucking bloody in
Yeah,
that match?
yep.
Jeez.
He won, didn't he?
Mhm.
I remember that.
I do too.
That's a good one.
But yeah, that's what I have it on video. Like I used to watch it just for that match.
That's good shit.
And
That's good
so
though. We'll get these
what-
matches that matter. Like Hell in a Cell, for example, will be a match that will still happen.
Well, good. So
Mhm.
But
one, are you happy
better.
they're cutting down? And two, if you could bring a few back, what would you bring back?
Backlash for sure after WrestleMania because it's the back. And don't call it
Don't call it
WrestleMania
Backlash.
Just call it Backlash.
I wonder if Triple H, he's doing all these little things like
Mhm.
it's like, okay, it's Backlash. You can just take
That part
WrestleMania out of it. Like,
Yeah, we get it.
but Vince put it there because like WrestleMania
Right.
trends, and
It's like
Yeah.
we get the name.
We get it, Vince. Calm down. Yeah, that was a good one. Unforgiven, I've always enjoyed. I like No Mercy.
I do
Cyber
too.
Sunday.
I like No Mercy. I like that.
Cyber
Yeah.
Sunday too.
I like
Cody
that.
Rhodes has already pitched a first blood stipulation to be voted on.
Of course he did.
I like that.
Is it against Ric Flair? Because that'd be a great blood match.
Hey, you got to throw Moxley in there.
Yeah,
too.
that's true. Yeah.
That
Christ.
is true.
Also, I remember Taboo Tuesday. Speaking of
Yeah.
Cyber
Taboo
Sunday.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Hey, do a Taboo Tuesday next time AEW gets booted because they're the third most popular show in their own network.
That would actually be pretty fucking fun.
That was-
Next time they're proempted because here's another
And
thing.
have Bischoff come out and fucking
Yeah, yes.
That'd be pretty fucking
Yes,
funny.
yes. All right, look, that's another thing. AEW had the advantage last night going into this. One, because they're a fucking going against AAA NXT, the third brand,
Sure.
with limited
Developmental.
advertisement,
Right.
and they had the baseball game leaked into their time slot.
Oh, nice.
So the fucking $20 million, God damn it, 20 million people, or however many fucking people watch baseball.
I got you.
But significantly
jumbo.
more people watch baseball.
Right.
that led in.
Sure.
Remember a few weeks ago we were talking about SmackDown's ratings. It's like, oh, but we had the lead in from football. Well,
whatever. Yeah.
Well, that means like it overlapped into their time slot, and the millions of people that was watching football don't technically count during AEW's. They said like when it leaked in, like 80% of the people flipped their channel.
I believe that.
Like nobody, like they didn't even. Some people, when SmackDown was on, they kept. There's like 32 minutes worth of people, like probably 1.8 million people. They kept.
Sure.
AEW kept like 600,000.
To be fair, baseball people are nerds, and
Well, to be fair, look at their owner. Like
seriously, how old is he? He's like 38.
He don't look like a nerd at all.
Why does he have a fucking afro?
I don't know. That he's just ranting.
For you audio listeners, we're looking at Tony Khan, as I'm sure you can figure out.
You're not missing anything
So,
on the
Yvonne,
picture.
what would you bring back? And don't say fucking Revolution.
I don't remember.
Your year's revolution.
I
what Ash Cash showed us either.
The woman's pay-per-view. I already know where she's
Oh,
going.
I didn't even
No,
watch that. Yeah.
liked it, but I wouldn't
I'm not
going to
fucking predict that show.
I mean, unless someone's getting naked, I'm
Oh,
watching.
and
Oh, for God's sake.
somebody, Bebe is dressing up.
Hell yeah.
We're all dressing
We're
up.
all dressing.
So one, we all need. I need a mental week off.
I get it. I get it.
And
all
then
day.
I'm leading into like we do this show. There's a lot that we all three put into it. So we're decided to take next week off.
Halloween
And
week,
anybody
man. Good
like
shit.
Halloween's on a Monday and we record on a Wednesday. So anybody that thinks like, oh my God, you're celebrating late, then fuck off.
Yeah,
First
seriously.
off. And two, I didn't want to open my costume and wear it until I actually went to my party.
That makes sense.
So like,
Are you Jesus?
yes,
Nice,
I am
nice.
Jesus Christ. And if the internet gets mad, I don't give any of thy fucks. And I am going to be in character the entire episode.
No wish for you. I like it. I like it.
I'm doing Jesus the whole episode.
All right.
Josh ain't here. When I fucking set up the show, Josh, it's gonna be Jesus.
So what you're saying is we're gonna get hit by lightning like halfway through it.
Hashtag Jesus. That's gonna be our hashtag.
Oh
So,
Dude,
my
I should be
God.
Thor. I mean, have a
yeah,
whole thing.
but make sure to tune in November 2nd, 6:30 Eastern time. Jimmy Bebe from Wrestling
Yep.
Buddy will be on.
I dig.
Jesus will be here, and I'm not sure what they're dressing up as,
I like it.
but Jesus will be here.
I dig it, I dig it.
You are so.
I might have to go old school and whip out something. A little something.
You can't be whipping out that kind of shit on the internet.
Actually, I don't know the guy's name. The guy from Boogie Nights, Mark Wahlberg. He was a porn star with a big old dick.
Oh, for God's sake.
I forget his name though.
All right, let's just transition. No, that's in
Saying,
2 weeks.
you see it in the movie. I'm just
Pretty
telling
much
you.
what Chuck said. I would bring those.
Mark
back.
Wahlberg's a big
No,
dick. That's what she's.
Bad
I'm sorry.
Blood is another pay per view I used to like. Bad
Bad
Blood.
Blood.
And I used to like
Oh,
their
that'll
matches.
Cody Rhodes. Speaking of dicks, getting
I used to
hard.
like that kind of.
Cody
pay-per-view.
Rhodes. Bad Blood comes back. Cody Rhodes wants to be on the poster.
Yeah. Wall bloody with his
Yeah.
white hair.
If they bring back Bad Blood, Moxley might try to get out of his contract.
So here's a question that actually I'm sorry, I don't
Right.
want to segue. But there's been a lot of talk about how Cody Rhodes was so huge, then he got injured. Now it's a whole different thing, and we have all these guys coming back. Will Cody Rhodes still be as big when he comes back as he was when he left?
Yes.
But that can be a different discussion. What pay-per-views do you want to come back, Yvonne?
No, they said there's a report that said Cody Rhodes is in line. His push ain't changed.
Good.
Austin Theory, on the
That's
other
good.
hand,
Yeah. Whew.
let me ask you, like, a lot of the internet is saying, like, they're burying the fuck out of him.
They are.
A lot of the
That's what
internet is
they're
saying
saying.
he's paying his dues, and when he's going to cash in, he's going to be a star.
Mhm.
Where do you guys sit on that? Because he showed up on NXT last night,
He did.
which I think is smart.
That's his best
I
bet.
think it's smart.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
NXT.
mean,
in my
for right now,
opinion.
I mean, if he wants to realistically cash in, yeah, that would be,
Yeah, keep
and
him-
that would be
That'd
a
be it,
way
yeah.
to keep him away from Roman.
Right.
And KO being down at NXT, KO being in the main event, and as much as he loves NXT,
Sure.
'cause that's where he came. Like,
Oh yeah, he started that.
Mhm.
and he loved his time there. He was
10 years old.
8 years
ago.
down there. Yeah, that legitimizes NXT to me.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
When him now Shinsuke's down there
Yep.
again.
He was
Apollo
big in-
Crews is there. You got Waller.
Sonya's
There's so
Sonya's
much
been down
talent
there.
down
Yep.
there.
Yep. Sonya Deville's been
And
down
you
there.
got Sean
lately.
running it,
Yep.
which he got emotional in an interview I was watching yesterday. He's like, dude, it's crazy how Triple H trusts me with all this.
Oh, he should.
Mhm.
Just fucking
And
Shawn
it's
Michaels.
like-
Yeah, exactly.
Road Dogg ran Raw because Triple H, get well soon, got COVID.
I'll help you.
So
fine.
Road Dogg
Yep.
ran Raw. And then Sean's doing a great job.
He is
like
doing a great
NXT
job.
was Apparently, I missed a hell of a show last
You
night.
did,
I did
you
not
missed
see
it.
it.
I'll have to watch it
I
tomorrow.
had dark practice.
You missed it.
I thought,
Yeah.
I thought your games are on Tuesdays.
We're on a bye week. 'Cause apparently, we have fucking bye weeks in Dart League.
Like
I was ready to play.
Gotcha.
But they're like, oh, you're off. I was like, what the fuck you mean? I don't want to be
This
off.
isn't football.
It's
What
an
the fuck?
8-week league.
Right.
We don't need a
It's
week off.
it's bye week.
Sorry, it's a 10-week league. But who needs a fucking bye? Anyway, I don't know. I think it's smart. I think he's made that KO being there, Shinsuke being there.
But
it's feeling like a
That's not
third
going to be.
brand.
That won't be full time though. KO's still going to be in the main brand, isn't he?
They said a lot of them's going to appear on both. They're going to treat it like a third brand, like they always wanted to.
Fair enough.
You're going to hate it because you're like, God damn it! Now I got to tune on to
Now
one
I
more
gotta
show.
watch
If
Yeah.
KO and AJ Styles are on NXT,
You're gonna
tune in.
you're gonna tune.
I'm going to have to.
You're at least going to give a fuck more than you do now.
Is it on Hulu? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
it goes straight to Hulu, just
All
like
right.
everything else.
All right.
Actually, I think it goes on Peacock the day after.
It
Oh,
does.
I have
think
Peacock
it
too.
does.
Okay.
Because it goes on faster than
Makes sense on Peacock.
SmackDown knows
That makes
them
sense. I didn't even think about Peacock. That makes a lot of sense.
But yeah.
Cool.
So let's get to the top. There's nothing hotter in professional wrestling. And before we get to that, did you see Jericho's comment about it?
Now, I did. And did you see the entire quote?
Yeah.
He said, and I love it. He thinks
I saw the
he's referencing to how it ended. It's going to be a thing. We have the real Bray Wyatt who was like,
So,
that. It's part of the gimmick.
fact that he didn't buy it is good. It's not insulting.
No, he's saying Bray Wyatt is
Because
that good of an
he got
actor
cut off at the end, and then
by,
the one thing
by that
yeah.
character.
Mhm.
He's saying he loves it. He doesn't believe. Well, I mean, obviously, I think Bray Wyatt was being sincere.
Oh,
But
yeah,
Jericho
I-
isn't saying, "Oh, he's full of shit." No, Jericho is
Okay.
saying Bray Wyatt is that fucking good that he can get anything. Like he's getting this over with your emotions, which we didn't really see coming.
Do you remember how people talk about that Dusty Rhodes promo from back in the day? And then there's the MVP promo where he's walking around backstage, and the Rock promo. There's these promos that we remember for John 3:16.
Sure.
This ranks up there with me.
Dude, the way
This
he
is
was
one.
crying,
This is the best promo that I've seen since I've been a professional wrestling fan. I think
it's up there.
I really do. I didn't see John 16 lot. I didn't see
Oh,
that
no,
lot.
that's too young.
I didn't see that. I saw that later.
Like
I saw the Dusty Rhodes one later.
Sure.
I'm not saying it's necessarily better than them, but this is the best promo that I've seen.
It felt real.
Watching it live, I seen it live. I didn't see it secondhand. It's,
Right.
it's my first-hand promo, and I think it's the best one I've seen it. If
That's
not
good.
ever, it's a very long fucking time.
Sure.
It's real. I still get this goosebump feeling when his new music
Like
is fucking
Yep.
awesome.
Good.
It is,
Code
yeah.
Orange
Yep.
is actually they're very, very good. If you guys
They are
go
very
to Spotify, whatever, I do Apple Music, type in Code Orange and Stutter. That's what it's called.
Nice.
It's fucking really good. And it fits Bray so fucking
It
well.
does.
Good shit.
I had goosebumps the whole time, dude. I was sitting my dining room table, my living room table. I'm like this the whole time. I'm fully I want to hear everything. I want to
Everything.
everything he says means something.
It does.
Hence, that's why Triple H is U.S. title. Has it ever meant more lately?
Not lately.
Ali's fucking chasing Seth down.
He has
Fucking
3
Lashley
enemies.
had it. Yeah.
3 enemies.
Yeah,
Right now.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
Seth, who I think is the best in the world right
He is.
now,
Mhm.
is carrying it.
Yep.
And that's a sexy ass belt.
No, I like it.
Vince, as dumb as he was about a lot of shit, that belt actually looks a lot cooler than I think he'd pick out. The IC title, it's fine.
I like the IC title more.
It's okay.
I like it's cool.
But
I like the new shape.
but I don't know. It was amazing.
It was.
He's the biggest thing in wrestling right now. Everything
think
he
so.
says, does, tweets,
Yep.
breathes.
As
Hence-
soon as somebody on social media or real life, I haven't come across him yet, but when somebody on social media says, "Oh, Bray Wyatt's fucking stupid," that guy no longer has an opinion that matters. And why are you alive? Because he is fucking genius at everything he
Mhm.
does. And if you can't appreciate that, and then you just don't understand,
Dude, he loves
you
it.
like what you like, I
Look,
guess.
he
but
said,
Right.
"You saved me," and just imagine it. Okay, you create your own character.
many times
You got
over.
this older guy, right? And he runs his own. His name's Vince McMahon, and he's like, "All right, bro, look." Because the earlier reports were he was going to let him do his thing, and then obviously Vince has to okay it.
Sure.
But even now, Bray can't do something and be like, "All right, bye, Trip." And Trip's like, "No, hold on, what are you doing? I'm not going to do it. I just need to know."
Well, Vince said that Bray was hard to. What did he say about
Hard
it?
to work
He's
with.
hard to work with. He has an attitude problem. Well, he doesn't like stupid
His
shit.
attitude problem
Right.
was he would tell you to do something that he liked, and then you do it your way and like set them on fire and create more. All right. But
Vince,
anyway,
I mean, it's Vince's business.
We said the negativity was gone,
but
and we won't lie.
Bray gets mad over his creation. He wants to have opinions. I get that.
You're one of the biggest things in pro wrestling. Like his debut as the Fiend was
Awesome.
so well done.
People hated it, and it was awesome.
It was amazing. And then Hell in a Cell happened. And then because you push him to the title picture too soon. Then Goldberg. Then Randy Orton happens. And then the Firefly Funhouse is like the best part of Mania outside of probably the Boneyard. I'll 1A, 1B that.
I got you.
I think both of them were the two best things that happened that weekend. That was our COVID one too.
It was.
And that was a great week. We needed that.
They happened because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Firefly Funhouse is probably my favorite match of all fucking time, honestly. And it's not even a match.
It's not a match.
I don't think it's a match.
It's like Freddy Krueger.
But every time I watch it, I pick up some other tidbit of something.
They went all in.
And the fucking McMahon puppet saying this is such good shit. Like,
funny.
if you can't watch that and not laugh every fucking time.
That's hilarious.
They had the NWO in it. Yeah.
But like John Cena in NWO.
Yeah,
But like, and then you're on top of the fucking world. And all of a sudden, we're budget. We just made $786 million this quarter. We're firing you for budget cuts.
Yeah.
All right. And then Luke Harper died, or Brody Lee died.
Brody Lee, yeah.
Then he said he lost another person significant to him. So I don't know who that
I'm not
is.
sure who that is
But
either.
like he lost two people very significant to him. I bet he did feel like he wanted to fucking die.
I'm
dude.
sure he did.
Like when MJF, like I'm sure he's not just fucking throwing out some fake shit
No.
to get a pop.
Right.
I mean,
I
you
feel
get
like what he said
reactions.
about Regal's probably real.
It's true.
But he said, I just wanted to say thank you. You guys saved my life. Every time I tried to run away, you found me. So like when he would tweet, his tweets are like months apart too.
Sure.
And when he did, it's
Blew
like
up.
117.
Yep.
It's like 170K. He trended for a week
That's cool.
after he debuted at Extreme re-debuted
yeah.
at Extreme Rules. I don't have anything bad to say about it. And the fact that like it cut off and it's like, yeah, it's cut like then the other bad personas just now it's like it's the whole basis of our show. Like,
Sure.
who's the Wyatt Six? Is it
Mhm.
6 different peelers of him? So Yvonne, do you think the Wyatt Six is actually going to be 6 people? So Bray's 1, so 5 others, or do you think it's going to be 6 versions of his personality? Because after SmackDown, Twitter was saying, Bray, it's funny. We're all thinking about who Bray's going to attack. Bray's coming back feuding with himself.
I would like that.
I like
Bray's
it.
feuding
I
legitimately
like
with
it.
himself.
Yeah.
So it looks
Like, the Denise chick, she does a really good job on Wrestling Inc. I watch some of her stuff on Fridays late because I miss it, but she does a breakdown that's, I mean, it pretty much puts you in tune with what happens. And she was like, I just felt so weak for like, she's like, I felt just as weak as he did.
Sure.
She's like, he
Mhm.
talks, it matters.
It
Everything
does.
Bray
It
does,
does.
and that's when
Mhm.
you're he might be the biggest superstar in wrestling at this exact
He
moment.
is.
He's a genius, dude.
11.8 million views of his promo in 24 hours.
Yep.
I don't care if it's a 7-second clip, a 37-second
No.
clip, but for you guys listening, it was a 2-minute and 38-second clip because I did remember that.
There you go.
And I've watched it I watched this promo probably 3 times
I watched it twice.
because it was that fucking good.
Mhm.
I rewound it.
And
watched
I'm
it again.
very excited for what goes next. So,
So,
Yeah.
do you
talk about-
think it's 5 people and him?
It'd
'Cause
be
you made me doubt when we talked the other day because you're like, what if it's just 6 and I was like, God damn it, it defeated our whole episode.
it'd be hard to pull off if that's the case. But if
Yeah.
what? But
in
if
the
it,
COVID era, that'd be easy.
it
Right.
would be. But you know, if it can be pulled off, Bray Wyatt's they got to pull it off.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll show you a picture.
And talk about your point of him being the biggest superstar of all time.
Not all time, right now.
That's what I meant.
Just right now.
But
Like
that's
maybe
what I
not like the best wrestler or whatever, but like
captivating. Think about this.
I just know when you put if it's like Bray Wyatt on one screen and Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul on the other and John Moxley concussing Adam Page on the other, which one do you think people are going to watch?
seriously though, and that's why he's so captivating. He's not thrown in your face all the time.
No,
But like you've already said, when he's on the screen,
it matters.
It
He's
matters,
not on it
yep.
all the time, but
Mhm.
every
Yep.
time he is, you have to he
Yep.
maximizes his time.
Even with like, you know, people like, and I'm not talking shit about anybody. I like all these people, like even people like The Rock and Triple H and Stone Cold and all
Yes.
of these guys.
Dude,
A lot of the times they said the exact same thing over
The
and over
Rock.
again.
do you remember WrestleMania? What Mania was that?
Which one?
This is your thing. When Bray was out in the fucking ring and The Rock came out and was like, dude, you're fucking amazing.
Oh, I do remember that.
He was
yeah.
like, you were good. He's like, get your head out of your ass.
I do remember that.
Remember? But like when
Yeah.
people like that,
It's like,
like as much as I hate The Rock, he's a legend.
I love The
Yeah.
Rock.
But like when he puts you over,
you're over.
And Bray was not even as close to being as over as he is right now back then.
No.
Right.
And everybody knew he was good.
Sure.
Everybody
and
knew
Vince put him on the fucking pre-Mania show once.
Right.
But like I'm saying though, is every time he talks, it not only doesn't matter, it's different. When a lot of the promos from the legends were kind of repetitive. You know, I guess,
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like
If you smell,
right.
that's going
I'm
to
gonna
Stone
whoop
Cold
your
said
ass.
so.
You're saying you're trash.
He
Like,
did-
he said the last same shit over and over again. Bray doesn't say the same thing over and over again. His promos are unique every time.
Dude,
So like that's why he's on a different level than everybody, in my opinion.
Mhm.
So MJF last night said he's a generational talent, and I completely fucking agree with that.
Oh, sure.
I think Bray Wyatt's a revolutionary talent. I think Bray's so good that by the time he's done, the way wrestling's viewed is going to be completely different. What I mean is, like, people think of like on AEW. When you think of AEW, honestly, what do you think of? You think like, all right, fast pace, indie kind of wrestling, super kick, massive kickouts, fast pace, good wrestling. You know, not a lot of storytelling, but it's like in your face, kick.
I haven't watched it enough to really fucking even.
But like
say
then
that
you think of WWE, it's like, which under Vince's, it's like it's a crock. Like you don't know what you're getting. Now under Triple H's, you're getting very good stories.
Right.
Look at Raw.
That's fair. I agree with that.
Me and Yvonne turn on Raw.
Yep.
I've been doing Dark League, and I've been trying to get in the. I got to tell you something after the show, by the way, which I think you're going to think somewhat funny.
Deal.
But
I like some
fuck
funny
you guys.
things.
I'll tell
You guys don't get to know. You don't get to know this
a
shit.
year from now, if I accept the offer, I will let you guys know.
There you
But
go. I'll tell you next week.
They'll learn first. You can tell because Josh ain't going to be here next week.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
And Josh ain't going to be here the week after either because
No.
Jesus is taking my spot.
It's the coming. It's the second coming in 2 weeks.
But like, I
Good.
think Bray could change wrestling to where like Vince Russo said something that made me think the other day. He's like,
Yeah, that's never good.
he was like, Bray. He's like, what's Bray Wyatt even got to do with wrestling? He's just talking, and it's
for
like
God's sake.
stories, you goddamn idiot.
Okay, Jerry Springer wannabe. Fucking
Why,
Christ's
really?
And
sake.
he said today, nobody cares about Mustafa Ali. It's like, dude,
Oh, for
like,
God's sake.
did either of you have an issue with him
Nope.
getting put in the U.S. title
I thought it was
picture?
great.
No, that was good.
Is there an issue that he's
No.
getting built up?
Ali is
Like,
good. Vince
It ain't his fault. Vince put him in fucking retribution.
Vince
Right.
Russo is just playing the fucking guy to get attention.
Mustafa Ali
Yeah.
Yeah.
has a lot of fucking
He
potential.
does.
He's fine.
When he was on
does.
205, like the fact that Raw ended with Mustafa Ali, I think is pretty fucking cool.
No, it's a big
because
deal.
Yeah,
I
it
would
was good.
never ever think that would happen.
I
Io
mean-
Sky and Bailey,
Yep.
or sorry, Io Sky fought Alexa Bliss. That was the main event 2
Mhm.
weeks ago.
That
It was.
was.
In the U.S. title match was the main event a few weeks ago. There's so much.
I think it's
good
good to
shit.
mix it up.
I do too.
Mhm.
Not repetitive,
Right.
redundant. Title Tuesday, Quake by the Lake, Snake by the Lake. Like,
Snake
you know
by
what I
the
mean?
lake.
Full
It
gear.
gets old. Full gear, half gear,
I
all
like
out,
that.
sort of out.
Snake by the lake.
I mean, is Randy Orton
Tony
coming to
Khan's-
AEW?
Tony Khan's writing that down.
But like, yeah, if he uses Snake by the Lake, we're
Viper
sued.
by a sniper. That's good
But,
shit.
but all right, I think this run with Bray under Triple H,
I think it's people.
honestly,
I say.
what year did you start watching wrestling?
97, 98.
So what was
It
going
gets-
on when you started?
It gets foggy. The McMahon Austin
What was
feud.
that's the biggest thing. By the time Bray's done with this run under Triple H, I feel like this might be the single best run we ever see. That me and you actually and you.
Mhm.
Maybe you're younger, so like hopefully you see a lot more than we do. But like,
I mean, she's not that much younger.
what are you like 23?
26.
I'm not going to die that
Well,
much
Ben's
sooner
41.
than you. Listen. Don't let my hair
I'm
look-
32. All right, so we'll be okay. He's fucked.
The way I drink and eat.
But like- but
you're
yeah,
fucking
but like-
right. Yeah, it's fine. It's true.
This might be. We might see the best, most unique run ever
Mhm.
that we see in our lifetime. That's how much potential in people. Like my friend Jimmy, he's like, yeah, Bray, he's all right. He's like, I get it. Like Jimmy loves Finn Balor, and I think he's still mad that
I like Balor
Bray
too.
broke his neck in the first. Like
Oh.
Bray,
He bounced right up. He's
well,
fine.
I told
Right to
Jimmy,
the
I was
Judgment Day,
like,
he
Balor
bounced.
needed off TV.
Yeah.
He was getting married, remember?
Yeah,
Because
he
he went and
was,
got
yeah.
married.
That's why he shouldn't have bounced off to you. He should have fucking he should have been taken on a fucking stretcher, not to look around all fucking confused.
No, he kicked out at 2.
Then he
He
bounced
broke
into
his
the-
neck, but he kicked out at 2. That's what Remember, because we talked about it after the debut. It's like the
Yeah.
only thing that's bad is he broke his neck and he kicked out.
What is this? Halloween ends? What the fuck?
And then he hit Sister Abigail and kissed him on the forehead.
Yeah.
And that's what he didn't kick out of.
So if you put him on his forehead, he's hurting. But if you fucking break his neck, he's ready to roll.
Yeah, this has a lot of potential.
It
All right, I'm
does.
sorry. Bray's my dude, and like true story. I got it. I was a long time ago. Now, right? Like he's been gone for a while.
Bro, what? Oh, like a year and a half or so.
I got a
Little
text
over a
from
year?
him.
From
And
Bray?
Chuck's notoriously
Yeah.
for like trolling me sometimes, and sometimes he gets me, and sometimes he don't. He was like, "Bray Wyatt just got fired." I said, "LOL." Then I got on the internet, and WWE.com posted, "We wish Bray Wyatt the best in his future endeavors."
Bad
And not fake. And
No.
I think I drank for like 5 or 6 hours in a row.
Hey,
I
Bray Wyatt
didn't
did
know-
too.
sorry, Mom. Like I stayed at home, but like I think I talked to Ben most of that day.
I was pissed.
Yeah,
It was rough.
that was rough.
It's like when you think of it's like your favorite wrestler, and then like I'm like, oh right, I love John Cena. Then he retires, and like I love Johnny Gargano. Then he leaves, and I love this person. And then he's in AEW. Then I love this person. Then he's fired. It's like I love Elias. Then he's Ezekiel, and I'm like, I everything I
Your
love.
picks are bad, aren't they? Just bad luck.
And then he's Ezekiel.
Then
He
I'm
had a name
like,
change.
then I tell this girl like I love you, and she's like, but I love him, and I was like, whoa, wait, like everything I love just
Goes away.
everything just disappeared, and like I felt weak.
And then he's Ezekiel.
Shut up.
He had a name change and a look change.
That made me laugh a lot. That was funny.
Well, he did. I thought
He
it was a
really
lie.
had no hair
I thought
or
he just
mustache.
clean shaved. He was like, I'm Ezekiel. I was like, I didn't even know he had a brother.
I'm wearing Macho Man and Savage clothes now.
But all right, Ben, go ahead. What did you? What's your thoughts on this? I have to fucking gather myself.
So honestly, like there is only one Undertaker. You can't recreate the Undertaker. There's one Undertaker, but he's done.
I like to live by you're like when people come up, it's like you're the next Tom Brady.
Right.
No, you're the first.
He's the first Bray Wyatt.
Yes, and
That's-
that's how everything should be
Yep.
approached.
Sure. And what I'm saying by that, there's only one Undertaker. He's not going to be the next Undertaker. However, if everything goes as good as it fucking can be, because as good as the Undertaker was, he was just the Undertaker. That's where it ended. Bray has so many layers. He could take the mantle that Undertaker left and take it to the next spot up.
Taker said the same thing.
He
I mean,
did.
he's
When they released him, do you remember they interviewed Taker and they're like, "What do you think about the Fiend being released?" He's like, "I don't get it." He said, "Why is he not here?"
Right.
Because Vince McMahon was losing his brain at the time.
I don't. Dude,
Exactly.
do you think there's something really wrong?
yeah.
You know,
I
that
do.
doesn't make sense.
It
How
doesn't.
can you release that you made $47 more million in your quarter and then fire? Yes, and I know months and months ago when this happened, I had a much different opinion, but things change. I
Sure.
was wrong. I'm sorry.
Yep.
But fuck you
You
still.
just did something that women can never do. No,
Yeah,
not you.
well,
You don't count.
Oh, no.
There we go.
She counts.
I am. Don't count. Yeah, I'm that.
No.
But seriously, I mean, honestly, the thing with Vince, and I'm not like talking shit. It's just
No,
what
like without Vince
it's what I believe
is honestly the most significant figure in the history of professional
for sure,
wrestling.
absolutely.
So like we'll say like pretty much this whole show, we just like, fuck Vince, this, that, and the other. I've defended WWE since this fucking show started, okay? And when I first met Ben or Chuck, he did the same thing. Then shit gets stupid. Then it gets better. Then it gets stupid. But producing a fucking weekly episodic show, 52 weeks a year, 10 hours a week,
That was a lot of work.
10 hours
Oh,
a
that
week,
work.
then a pay-per-view,
Sure.
or sorry, premium live event. It's a lot. But
The
WWE just found their solution.
well, Triple H is the solution.
Dude, SmackDown, and he's apparently exclusive
I like
to
that.
SmackDown.
To answer your question, is the problem that is Vince or was Vince is he got to the point he was too rich, he was too old to he was living in his bubble, surrounded by yes men, and everybody who works for Vince will fucking tell
That's
you
you,
this.
John Laurinaitis.
And exactly, absolutely.
Exactly.
And
People power.
Bray Wyatt was one of the few who had the balls to go against
Stand up.
his word.
Mhm.
And that's
Yep.
why he was gone, because he's hard to work with, because Vince, nobody says no to me.
Right.
And and that's so the older Vince got, the richer he got, the more successful he got, the more his brain went away. And that's Vince's, and that's a problem with a lot of people in that situation. You get to the point to where reality is no longer a factor.
I also think Vince
Mhm.
lives. Do you agree that 10 years ago, it was harder to like things that weren't. What's the word I'm looking for? All right, so it's 2022, okay?
Sure.
It's like a character like Bray Wyatt. Everybody loving him is like more welcomed now. 10 years ago, it's like, what the fuck?
The Undertaker was
like,
still around.
I know, but like it's like in general. I'm just talking about in general. Like 2022, it's just a more. I feel like people give more chances now.
I'll see
than back. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
I'm trying to say it, but I'm using the fucking
I know what you're saying.
terrible word.
I know what you're saying is evolution. You know, it's more fun now in 2022.
Like in wrestling,
because of
this
certain
character 15
circumstances.
years ago, it'd be like, oh my god.
Well,
Now it's like
15 years ago, it would have been too much like the Undertaker. You don't need two. Now Taker's gone, so there's that role to fill. Well, and you had Kane back then too. You can't have too many supernatural roles.
well, even the fact that like what he says is real.
That
This
is
is
real.
what real. I've felt exactly the way he spoke.
oh, on Friday, yeah.
Like I've felt some of those ways before. Everybody does.
Sure.
Yep.
Everybody feels weak and shit, and it's relatable, and that's why it's there. 15 years ago, I guarantee you, if Twitter was around back then, people were mocking that, like, "Oh, what a soft piece of shit." But now it's like it's
Maybe.
a different time,
It is a different time.
Mhm.
and it matters who is saying it.
I'll say too. To kind
If
of
the
go,
chick down on the corner of your street tells somebody
Which one?
cuts this
I hate-
promo,
I hate
look,
most of them.
if that bitch, if she cuts this promo, everybody's like, "Eh." But he does it. It's like it matters who
Well,
says shit.
Mhm.
Oh, he's been around for a long time too, so he has more weight. And also,
dude-
to kind of go off that, my favorite Roman Reigns promo was one he had to
Suckering succotash.
when he had to drop the belt because of cancer when he was crying. It's like
Oh, yeah.
I like the real shit too. You know, so it's like holy shit. Even today,
See
like
the
that.
Daniel Bryan promo when he had to retire,
in Cincinnati.
and the Edge one.
Yeah, oh, that made me cry too.
That
I remember.
made me
I
too.
remember all of them. Yeah,
Mhm.
those two I saw live. Edge and Bryan I saw live. Reigns, I think I saw.
Dude,
I recorded then.
I'm really debating going to that event Saturday.
Which one?
There's one at the Nutter.
WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I know that. That's cool.
20. You can get a ticket for $22, and it's like mid row.
Dude, I wish I could. I already have plans.
I'm debating.
Other than I
I'm
would've.
debating. I planned on it like a month ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I don't know yet.
We haven't done
My Halloween
WWE
party
since
is-
COVID.
No, but
yeah.
next event after this, we're doing an RSH trip at
Oh, I
Nutter
agree.
or US Bank.
Yeah, for sure.
There
We'll
we
do.
go.
We'll have to,
We'll have to.
we haven't been out to an event since St. Louis.
Oh, I have been since COVID. I forgot about that already. yeah.
Yeah, because you know why? Because that Royal Rumble was. I had a great time in St. Louis,
I did too.
I did too.
but
was
that
awesome.
Royal Rumble was fucking terrible.
It was. The smack.
As soon as Brock's music, like, yep, Rousey hit, was like, yep, Brock's music hit, it's like, yep, it's like we already knew.
Every house show I've been to was better than that.
I don't even know what the card is, but like that's the cool thing.
Mhm.
Like,
Houses are always fun.
even the cool shit with Triple H though.
Yeah.
Yep.
NXT could show up on the card.
Yep.
If you're going to an NXT event, oh my God, it's Kevin Owens. Like that's awesome.
It'll
Like,
be fun.
but I'll have to look up. I'll look up the card.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. They're in Toledo on SmackDown, aren't they? They're going to Toledo on Friday, so that makes sense. They're
hold
dating on
WWE
Saturday.
I'll look. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That way I'll stop interrupting.
No, I mean that's all right. But
Heck, we met Corbin.
Dude,
in
it's
St.
Bray Wyatt
Louis.
shit.
We
Like you
did.
guys both know, I spent $300 on a goddamn costume.
and now,
for the
but
guy.
now it matters again.
That
then.
matters now.
It's
I
like,
don't. I can't fit in those pants anymore.
Well,
Sorry.
But
you
you
still
got-
have it.
But you got.
I do have them to look at.
Post a picture.
Get a man.
Dude, do you
Put 'em
remember?
on.
Do you remember the whole process I went through? Because I kept Chuck and Yvonne because I was around her all the time. But like Chuck was specifically kept in this process. I was like mask bought.
It was a good house. It was a good costume.
I was like 310 pounds. I got down to 180,
Nice.
and I
Jesus
fit into a
Christ.
leather jacket my dad bought me. When did that? Like 6 years ago.
6 years
That's
ago.
just been
That's
sitting in my closet. That's what I wore
That's
over the
dedication.
fucking.
That's
And
the
like I
movie.
had my Fiend shirt under it. I had the red striped pants.
And that-
I even wore boots.
He did.
And he won the belt the
He won-
night before.
That was the best part.
at Saudi.
It was so
And you
surprising.
had-
Because
Like,
we-
perfect timing.
We
Yeah.
hate the Crown Jewel pay per view here.
Yeah.
But he
That's
won.
why we don't use. That's why this belt right here. Sorry,
You're
hi
right.
babe. This belt right here.
If your ex,
This is
Your
never,
ex dumped you.
never.
It's my ex, too.
I knew you're not the first ex that left me for a woman. But
holy shit, hey, it's mine.
But this is why this belt ain't defended in Saudi because we don't take those very
We're too
seriously.
good for
You
that.
know when we quit taking Saudi pay per view seriously? Goldberg. That's when.
Goldberg.
But
Yeah.
Oldberg.
That's what I call him, Oldberg. That's what
all
I
right,
call him.
go ahead.
Oldberg. That's
Chuck.
funny.
I mean, that's I think I've said.
But Bray Wyatt is the only thing that all of us agree.
Yep.
He's awesome.
On this
He is
show,
awesome.
it's called RSH because we argue about everything. That's the only thing we probably agree on.
Yep.
It's hard to argue that.
Bray
man.
Wyatt.
He's a
Yeah,
genius.
he is.
And I'm saying he could be not the next Undertaker, but he'll be the next like phenomenal, not phenomenal, that's AJ Styles. The next like phenom, the next
Supernatural
character that matters and will be around for the next 20, as long as he stays healthy, for the next 20 years. And will have, he won't have the streak, obviously, but he'll have a fucking presence about him, an audience built around him for years and years and years. And it could be that scary, holy shit, that's Bray Wyatt I'm fighting. Just like how, holy shit, that's the Undertaker I'm in the ring with.
Dude.
Holy shit, that's Bray Wyatt I'm in the ring with.
Saturday night, they're doing a special. Saturday night's main event.
What is it?
That's what it's called. Remember the pay-per-view they used to do?
Oh,
Saturday night's main event.
Oh, that's cool.
That's Saturday
cool.
night.
God damn it.
$20 a ticket.
Gosh,
Why am I not going to this shit?
I already have plans.
I know why you're not going.
This is
I don't
silly.
have any friends. $20. Look at all these tickets.
I didn't even make these plans. My wife made these plans. Son of a
Oh.
bitch.
I guess
I work that day. I work.
I live by myself. $75 for 4.
That's big. That's good. That's cool.
What's the card?
I bet it'll be fun, man. I mean, even, it's going to be fun regardless.
Oh, 2 tickets for $70 to $5 for 4.
Like $35
It's
base.
$37.50. But yeah.
Listen, math wizard. I majored in
The
criminal
thing about
justice,
this
not
show
math.
I love the most is this goes so many different ways. I'm on Ticketmaster right now trying to buy seats with money I don't have. Chuck's drinking diet beer.
That's how I live my life.
And Yvonne's like, I'm
But
sorry.
I bought money I don't have.
Yvonne's just like, I hope I didn't grow up to be like neither of these two guys.
Right.
She's a grown-up already. She's
Yvonne's like-
already succeeded.
Now Yvonne's got me, so she'll make all those cool screenshots after it. When I just looked at you and went, let's wait until we get that in the group chat later. Dude, Saturday night's main event. I need to see.
The thing with Yvonne is she thinks I give her water every show.
Oh, God.
It's pure vodka.
Mom, he's kidding.
He's kidding.
I get a
She-
text like,
Or am I?
what's he doing to my baby girl? Like,
They know Chuck, so.
It's flavored water vodka.
Well, don't listen. Look, the last
They
time
know
I
that.
watched my mom drink alcohol, I saw her
Yeah.
fall in the parking lot.
She did. She did.
Trying to get in the car, and my dad's like, "Just get in."
That's awesome.
She did fall.
Remember, she fell.
Then she got home and got
stretched
sick.
out and didn't put her foot in the car first.
And what happened when she got home? She got sick.
All right,
That'll happen every time.
all right. Are you guys ready for
Oh, that's funny.
our top 5 this week?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So we didn't do a top 5. I lied to all of you. We picked so
Liar.
the Wyatt 6.
Liar.
So we're gonna go under the assumption that there's 6 people for now.
For
now
now.
watch tomorrow or Friday on SmackDown and be like, there is no 6, you jackasses. Like, okay, we was
We
wrong.
fooled
But we
you.
recorded 2 days ago. So
It
we're
happens.
gonna pick our
So if there actually is 6
I got a
physical
picture
people,
for you guys watching live. Bam. So there's Bray and there's
There we
The
go.
cult leader.
there's a group. I mean, or movie
That is a
RSH.
cool picture of him in
dude,
the chair.
if we had more friends and had a party together, we could have totally
could've
gone as
Well,
that's
here,
this.
let me remove the RSH logo.
You
off.
could have been the witch
I
or the
get it,
sister
yep,
Abigail.
Abigail, yep.
All right. So you got Huskus, Sister Abigail, the Fiend, Rambling Rabbit, and Mercy the Buzzard. And then you got Bray.
It's interesting that the Bray is different from the Fiend. Like that's so crazy.
That is.
Yeah, I threw me off too. Because
It
when the
did.
Fiend was in the stands when he debuted,
I was thinking
I was
Bray
like,
Wyatt.
that's Bray.
That's
Then
Bray,
the door
like-
opened and I was like, holy shit.
Like, how the heck did he?
Yeah.
What
But
did he
so
do
this
in there?
week, we decided that we are going to tell you guys who we think the other 5 of the Wyatt 6 are.
The Wyatt 6.
So maybe, there you go, Wyatt 6.
There we go.
Mercy the Buzzard.
Mercy.
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
I picked Grayson Waller. Chuck picked Joe Gacy.
Yeah.
Yvonne picked Grayson Waller. And I got pictures of all
His
of them.
arms do
So
look like
there's
Grayson
Mer-
Waller's
this.
arms.
All right, so like
The
look,
arms give it away
I
for
went
me.
and I had to find all these goddamn pictures of them from the event, and they were hard as fuck.
I
Because
bet.
WWE doesn't let you save images anymore.
Oh, that's fair.
So like I had to go on YouTube and like
Clip it.
no, like if I click save image, it tries to throw it on another folder, and then I look under my desktop shit, and like none of my pictures I already have are there.
Yeah.
So it's like this doesn't work.
That's
so I gotta go
bullshit.
to another one.
Right.
This took me an hour
You're
to
dedicated.
find
You are dedicated.
6
sir.
pictures.
Dedicated.
So one thing to remember,
So there he is. Look how wide his arms
but
is.
not to interrupt what you guys are saying. So I'm sure that physically probably is Waller. But one thing to remember, this is like just like in horror movies, is just because that's who is behind that mask right now doesn't mean that's who it's going to be later.
That's fair.
So that's
Because
That
they've
is
used
true. Yep.
they've used just like random people to play
Right.
shit before.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Retribution when they first debuted, That wasn't them.
No, exactly.
They just had people in
Right.
blacks.
Absolutely. So that's why, like, I'm not worried about like the arms, the colors, because that whoever it's like in Scream and Halloween, yeah, 3 people playing Michael Myers in a Halloween
That's
movie.
true.
So it's like just because that's who that is right now, when it's revealed, if they do reveal it, it might not be who that is.
All right, Yvonne. So why do you think it's Grayson Waller? Because I agree with you.
Yeah, the arms. I mean, it's just built like Grayson Waller, like his arms and stuff like that, and the way that he has the gloves on because he wears gloves when he wrestles.
He does.
That's a good point.
And the
He
same
does.
color. He wears colored pants like that, and he wears those Hawaiian.
He does wear
tops
Hawaiian shirts a lot.
and those light colored.
Because he put on Twitter after the
He
fact, he
does.
said, "Oh, he picked up he had the Fiend's like head lantern that I have." He's like,
Oh, nice.
"Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, wait, I'm part of the Wyatt family
Yeah,
now.
he did.
Ha 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 ha! You guys are so dumb." And it's like, now Chuck's point, which he brought up in the group chat the other day, which is fair. He's like, he's popular on his own. He don't need this.
He don't.
But
Right.
he's the most popular guy in NXT, but he has nothing going on.
Nothing.
That's
He's
fair.
fighting Apollo Crews, which is cool, but like he
Nothing.
really doesn't have anything
He don't.
long term going on.
Mhm.
He
That's
doesn't really. It sounds
I
stupid.
figured main roster.
He doesn't need a belt.
He don't need a belt.
That's fair.
Nope, he don't.
Carmelo Hayes. So like you've probably seen him a few times.
I know who that is. Yeah.
The dude used to be North American champion twice.
I know who you're talking about.
He's been doing WWE main event taping. So apparently Carmelo Hayes is on his way up.
Oh, that's cool.
But Waller, with him not doing anything,
That's like his name.
and
Reminds me of Bourbon.
it would be such a character change for him too.
Yeah, it
to
would.
see him do something like this.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And I think like Chuck might be right
Yeah.
because he went the opposite because Gacy's bigger guy.
Yeah, Gacy
And like
is,
this
yeah.
looks like Gacy, not at all.
Right.
But he is right. I put Gacy and Waller. and
That happens.
Look, and I didn't
Gacy.
look, and I didn't even put a second L in the last name on mine.
You did have.
Waller.
They're all different.
I was sober when I did this.
Waller.
That's your mistake.
All right, Chuck. So why did you think Joe Gacy would be a good fit?
Because Facebook said he might be part of it,
All right.
and that's where it ends.
Yeah, I re-looked at that picture.
Let's
It's
transition.
crazy.
Let's transition to one we all had the same.
Oh, that's,
The Fiend.
yeah, this is pretty.
And that would be actually pretty cool because the Fiend was Bray Wyatt and
Yeah.
Bo Dallas is his
All right, so
brother.
here's my
Yeah.
second picture. Bam.
Yep,
I like that.
I do. That's a good one.
Look, I found some cool pictures.
You
for this.
You did. I like it.
I'm
man.
never deleting them either.
You
When
should.
we do our cocaine reference, I'm playing these after every week.
I like it. I like it.
Dude, I had a buddy that texted me last week. He's like, dude, does Tony Khan and cocaine actually sponsor your show? And I was like,
Yes.
are you mentally retarded?
Yes, they do.
And I was like,
They wish.
they gave me a guy at work to like help me do my job. Like, there's a bunch of shit that I do that like I need a little bit of help with because like I shouldn't be doing it.
Sure. I still
And
feel that right now.
they gave me a guy to do that. And I was telling him today, and I was like, I said retard on the internet like last week, and my co-host talking about you. He's like, you ain't gonna do that. And I was like, I'm gonna say it 3 times this week. I said it
Well, there's
twice.
one. Oh, you said
There's
twice
one.
already?
I did. I said it's
I'm-
retarded.
I'm numb to it. So I've always said it growing up.
All right, so Tony Khan is a retard.
That's why I use fake
And-
names. That's 3.
Sorry.
That's 3.
All right. So we all got Bo Dallas.
Question
Why
to-
do you think?
Real
Go
quick,
ahead.
though. Question to that guy. He said, does cocaine and Tony Khan? How would cocaine sponsor? It's not like a brand name.
No.
It's a substance.
He said every time you guys. He said every time you guys are. He said one of them can be making a great point, and then you interrupt them and you put that picture up, and you say RSH is proudly sponsored by Tony Khan and his big pile of cocaine. And he was like, "Is that really a sponsor? Because you cut them off a lot." And I was like, "I do not cut them off a lot."
No, you don't.
Well, and, like, let's like saying, oh, beers are sponsored. What brand? There's many kinds of brands of beer.
It's like the guy that want the podcast that want to interview her.
Mhm.
Like they've actually, if they haven't followed you, I'd be surprised.
What's
They
his name?
followed Wrestling Rob.
Wrestling.
Yeah, he
Rock.
found me yesterday.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
well, I
he's
check
been
my Twitter once a
watching.
week.
He's been watching a lot of our shit.
Mhm.
I saw
And
it
then
yesterday.
He commented on one of Sai's like Monday Night Nitro. You know,
Mhm. Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
Sai, love you. Thanks for being on last week. But
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this show. Watch RSH.
That's way
like
better.
we're way better than they
We're
are.
way
We
better.
won World War II. That's
I mean,
why
like,
we're better.
look, we could be in the same network, but it's like most watched RSH, 10th most watched Nitro. Like it's fine. We're on the same
We're
program.
making that up,
But
but,
he
I'm
was-
pretty sure it's true.
But he said great camaraderie, hilarious.
So it's all about
So it's
And I was like,
sponsored by cocaine.
I was like, that is me
All of the
yelling
cocaine.
at Ben, or sorry, Chuck, and Chuck yelling at me, and Yvonne looking at both of us like, why do I do this?
Why
show?
do I bother?
Anyway, Bo Dallas.
Yep.
I think the story's cool too.
I believe it, man.
Yep.
I
You believe it?
I believe
You
it.
believe it?
Believe.
You son of a bitch.
Remember when he was in the B team? Go,
You son of a bitch.
B team, go.
He
go.
believes it. I'm changing mine.
Josh
I
Love
think
the
it's
B
John
team.
Moxley.
With long hair.
And he's going to come out drinking a beer.
He's sober.
Yeah. And CM Punk's never did any drugs with those eyes.
That's what he says.
It's that hair length.
All right, Yvonne, why do you think Bo Dallas be a good addition?
The Fiend kind
And
of.
it's his brother.
Yeah.
I like that. That's fun.
Bo Dallas kind of has the same look as the Fiend. I mean, we know that's him underneath there, but he's like kind of built like him, sort of. A little bit.
My problem, again, I'm trying not to bring body size into it, but like Bo's skinny compared to
He
Bray.
is, yeah.
All right, so look at this picture.
It kind of, in a way, a little bit.
Let me get rid of the banner.
He looks a little beefy there, but I
He
haven't seen Bo
does.
Dallas in years. So
That is true.
All right, look. So what do you think? Sorry for you audio listeners.
it's Bray Wyatt, or it's the Fiend.
It's the Fiend, but like we're trying to if you go back to Extreme Rules
It's that.
and you look at the picture, like look at the Fiend in the crowd, like we're just trying to like from what the body looks like. I think it could be Bo. Maybe he put on a little bit.
I mean,
Maybe he did.
I mean, he's banging Liv Morgan. He doesn't have to try anymore.
he's banging Liv Morgan.
They're like engaged.
They're
I did
engaged.
not
That's
know
his
that.
girl.
I don't
That's
pay
why
attention.
Liv Morgan being Sister Abigail is like so hot.
See, now I
Wouldn't you put them in the same stable?
picked Alexa Bliss.
I
But
did
So
too.
did I.
I did
I'm like,
too.
why did I not pick Liv Morgan?
Well, here's
I
the deal.
picked
Hey,
Alexa.
also, you'll want to know this.
Yep.
October 26th,
She's going to be on
she's
there.
going to be on Chucky.
Nice. I'm gonna watch that shit.
And she said her dream as a little girl was to get killed by Chucky. Guess what's happening on October 26th?
She can get
Chucky's
by
going to
Chucky.
kill her ass.
Hell yeah.
Chucky
Hey,
came
and
out.
guess what else? That episode lasts longer than their title reign.
Oh! And it was better than Halloween Ends. Anyway.
It hasn't aired yet, by the way. But
So it is though. We know. I was gonna pick Liv Morgan because her fucking laughing with the chair shit.
hold on. At the same time was probably clip that.
I was,
That might be the best camaraderie we've ever had.
Oh.
Wrestling
like it.
Rob, I kind of agree with you, but like, fuck this dude.
Listen,
But anyway,
I'm over that shit. So I was gonna pick Liv Morgan, but then I saw a random report that said they had big plans for Liv Morgan. I took that as a solo
Yeah.
big plan, so I went with Alexa.
But Alexa,
However,
Alexa's just disappeared from TV.
She,
All right, let's
she's
try-
got
All
injured.
right, hold on.
supposedly.
Everybody calm down. I did these banners. You know how long it took me to type this shit out?
I did these. Fuck, I'm out of beer. Damn it! The one time Josh drinking with me, I'm out of beer.
Sister Abigail. Go get more beer.
That's all right. We're good.
There's Sister Abigail. I didn't get as good of a picture, but it cut Yvonne out, so it works.
Oh,
It's a much bigger improvement.
Oh,
So I'm kidding.
I know.
Nobody can
I
see
know.
me patting you. I hate her. Anyway,
I feel it.
we all picked
Shane Stephanie
Alexa
love over here.
Bliss.
Yep.
Which him convicting her to join him might have been the hottest thing I've ever
Oh,
watched
for
outside of
God's sake.
xxxvideos.com.
Oh,
But-
It's better than Halloween Ends.
But all right, so I guess this is the question now. Do you guys think Alexis is a better fit or Liv?
Alexa.
I personally think Liv would be a better fit
I do
now.
too. I do too.
Because we've already did this. You
But
know,
this is the whole. What do I think will happen?
sure.
She suspiciously disappeared for 3 weeks.
I think Alexa's gonna do it.
And I think
it's
she's
Alexa.
because like on Raw, Billy's like, "Where's Alexa been, huh?" Well, maybe this is where she's going.
Right. And she commented on
Yeah.
Twitter about it.
Yeah, and she's like,
Oh.
"Hey, it's I missed you." Like all that shit. Brian Cabrera, you're done, bro. Like,
but
you're
if you-
done.
If you remember when Liv, she was the original like suspicion of being
Yeah,
suspicious.
yeah.
She was my first pick.
Like
at it,
years
yeah.
ago.
I hope it's Liv.
And then she came back and interrupted a wedding to be a lesbian. It was really weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
I hope it's
Solana,
Liv.
yeah. Oh,
I hope
God.
it's Liv, but I think it's Alexa.
It's gonna be Alexa.
Right. I agree with
Alexa's been down this before with the Fiend, and now I think she's kind of giving in, like, heck, you know what? I'm just going to join him. Not try to beat him. I'm just going to join him.
that. We'll see. I mean,
We'll
Alexa is
see.
a really good actress. And, you know,
She is.
and her run since her singles run, still holding the doll, hasn't been anything
I
spectacular.
think no.
She's
No, you're right.
teaming
No,
with
you're
other
right.
random
You're
people.
right.
And
You're
it's sick in that doll, too.
I mean, it made no sense
It ma-
in this character.
We already know why
outside
the doll's
financial
there.
reasons.
We already
right.
know why the doll's there. Yeah, look, Triple H is like, look, the doll's dumb. They're like, Hunter
It makes a lot of money, bro.
made 6.7 million last
She
month.
does.
Oh, the doll's staying.
Oh, shit.
Maybe we'll just alter the storyline a little bit.
We'll fix
Do I
it.
get commission on that?
No, then
We'll fix it.
then the Triple H is like, this will die down. 2 weeks
Yeah.
later, Triple H is in there and they're like, Trip. He's like, what's up? He's like, well, he made 22 million. Put him back in the Wyatt family then. God damn it. I don't want to, but just do it.
I'm with Josh.
Hey, at some
It's-
point, you can't
it's-
argue with money.
Yeah, you can't. No,
Like,
you
if
can't.
if it works, it works.
Money, money,
Hey,
money,
dude,
money, money, money,
When
money,
Bray
money, money.
releases, if WWE's smart and they release all these characters, I release every character individual costume, small, medium,
There you
large,
go.
XL, 2X. You do all of them, every character. You know how
God.
many time you get on Twitter, you know how many people are going to see hashtag Wyatt family, and they're all in the
Yes.
fucking Wyatt Sixes shit.
All the
Mhm.
WWE families would fucking love it.
I spent $300 like
Yep.
that's just me.
That's
I'm
just
saying,
One
dude.
person.
If I had a family, I'd fucking buy that shit. Like, we're gonna
I
fucking
would
do
too.
this, kids.
Like if
Yeah.
Triple
Hope you
H,
like weird
you make
rabbits,
the
bro.
you make the whole costume available for like $150. A lot
Yeah.
of people are going to buy it.
They will. Yep.
Like, it's a very good time to have the Fiend and all these weird characters back because
Halloween season.
you can sell those as costumes.
We
I
got
mean,
2
Yeah.
weeks.
I personally don't dress up for Halloween.
Oh, I always do.
I won't be around, but I mean, I got Jesus to replace me. I don't know what else you guys want. I
agree
really
with-
don't know.
Yeah, I agree with Josh. I hope it's Liv. Liv needs something.
I think Liv would be better.
She needs,
I think it'd be a good character. I think that Alexa on her own, I trust Alexa by herself
I do too.
Yeah.
more than
She's
I
way
trust
better.
Liv
I
by.
agree.
Absolutely.
Alexa's already proven
Exactly.
she can do it. Liv, and like she said, did you guys see the interview after Extreme Rules where she's like in the corner in the dark? And they're like,
Yeah.
Liv, how do you feel about losing? She's like,
Yeah.
just rocking.
Yeah.
It's like maybe they're teasing that she's
We've seen
doing
a
that.
new side of Liv
Well,
Morgan.
This is another
We
thing
have.
about Bray
I
Wyatt.
thought they teased it with her
Look-
laughing when she passed
Look
out.
at this conversation. This is all Bray.
Oh, for
All
sure.
this speculation,
Yeah.
all the internet shit. People are like screaming at each other on Facebook. Chuck's trolling them, but like then they're yelling at each other. Dude, you said something the other day. Oh, Brock Lesnar would F5 that mountain lion.
It was a bear. A bear attacked a college wrestler. I had to say it. It
A
was
bear,
fucking-
yeah. And he said Brock Lesnar would F5 it. I was like, no wonder you get banned from groups.
Be a better wrestler, bro. I'll tell you.
All right, so what do you guys want to do next? The rabbit or the pig?
Whichever, bro. Whatever's on your.
Piggy. Do the piggy.
There we go.
I've always liked the pig.
Pig it is.
All right, so there's Huskus the pig for you audio
I got that
viewers.
stuffed animal you gave
It's
me.
just a picture.
I like his workout
There he is.
band.
I was like, pigs.
I like what the fuck's on his shirt.
I know.
All right, so for this one,
Blood.
we had. I have Joe Gacy. Chuck has Eric Rowan, and Yvonne has
I
Eric
have
Rowan.
Rowan. Yep.
Oh, nice.
I
All
do.
right, so you guys tell me what you guys think Eric Rowan's better because I'm outvoted on this one.
You're not.
Go ahead, have at it, Yvonne. What's your you're fucking drinking?
Put the
Water.
vodka down, Mom.
Water.
Drunk AF. Mom don't know what AF means.
It means apple fried.
It means as I fart.
So looking at Huskus, I mean, he looks big, obviously, and
See,
then
that's why I think it's Gacy because he's got the gut and like the character kind of.
but Eric, we haven't seen Eric Rowan either. He may have the gut too,
I don't
All
really
right,
know
we'll
what
get to that.
any
We'll
of
get
them
to
look
that.
like, but
kind of, and he's like tall, and Eric Ronan's a real tall guy.
Wow, you guys agree on like everything else. You guys are making me sick. Anyway, go ahead, Yvonne. I'm sorry.
Eric Ronan's like tall, and the pig looks really tall. Joe Gacy's kind of like not real
He's
tall.
not as tall as Rowan. You're right.
Yep, and no offense, but his stomach kind of looks like I don't know, just how's the Eric Roman vibe? The height got me. I'm like, man, he's a tall
He is
pig.
tall.
and Rowan's
really
a big
tall.
guy.
He is.
Same thing. Like again, I'm not really going with the build as much, but the pig just per character, he's a fucking big, so he's a little bit tubby.
Mhm.
And Rowan's a big dude.
He is big.
And Rowan did not sign with AEW. He's rumored to be back in WWE
He
now.
is rumored to have re-signed with WWE.
So with that fact, all the other masks, I mean,
Dude,
I know it kind of contradicts what I said earlier about body types and stuff, but out of all the characters, he's the one who looks the most like Eric Rowan.
Mhm, he
do
does.
you
He
remember
does.
like? Do you remember like a month ago? When did Triple H take over? Like 2 months ago.
Like a month or two, yeah.
Month
All right,
ago.
let's just
2 months,
2
probably.
months ago.
2
Yeah.
months ago.
Remember like 3 months ago, we were like, look, they've cut a lot of people, but the roster's still pretty fucking good. Like they're
Mhm.
pretty. He has brought back
Everybody.
So much people.
Man, like, dude, I didn't think the OC would be back.
I know.
I
I
wish they weren't.
Do you know want to know? You want to know an interesting, the craziest fact about the OC you're ever going to hear in your life?
Yeah, Josh
They've
told me
wrestled
earlier.
for since September
I saw that.
of
That's
2021.
crazy.
They've wrestled for every wrestling
Wow,
company
that's crazy.
in the world.
That's pretty cool.
NXT last night was the last one.
That's cool.
Wow, that is.
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
That is. They still suck, but that is cool.
That's your boys. Shouldn't you like them by default?
Nope. Because they're boring as fuck. Dude, they had no mic
He said
skills.
nope.
Zero mic skills. They just say
He has a hot
nerds.
Asian wife,
He quit saying
and
that.
they
we're gonna
say-
beat up John Cena.
Then he cheated on via Instagram. Because
Oh, yeah, did he cheat on her?
yeah,
He
and she
did.
like he was passed out drunk,
He
and she
did.
put cheater on his fucking forehead, so that made social media news. And then we got nerds, and they're
That was
They
stupid.
have-
Festus,
zero mics. He's better. Has a better character than fucking
biscuits and gravy.
the best fucking character he's ever done, in my
Okay,
opinion.
okay.
They're so boring, dude. Zero mic skills, zero in ring skills. Like that was the one decision that Vince made. Like, I get it. That was the one decision he's made in the last 10 years. I'm like,
They're like, thanks for doing the boneyard match. Take those bumps. You're
get
fired.
the fuck out.
Fired.
Like AJ Styles is just better without them, in my opinion. Like he doesn't need because they're boring as fuck. And
Like,
Styles ain't that great in
But
the mic
just think,
either.
but think
Yeah, he's
about the
not.
roster now. Like you got Candice LeRae and Gargano playing pivotal roles
Yep.
on dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what Hulu shows, but like
Not everything.
Man of Honor is like the Miz fakes. Did they show the Miz faking like his knee?
No.
He's
Oh,
like,
what?
my knee, ow!
That was not on Raw.
Trying to get out of his match with Dexter Lumis.
The trainer takes him to the room. He's like, ow! The Gargano's like, oh my God, Dexter Lumis. Miz jumps up and goes to run. And he's like,
I like
oh, your knee healed up miraculously.
Byron's
like,
he called him out
oh,
on
you're
it.
good. So you can wrestle now? And Miz looks at him like, you motherfucker.
Gargano
Then
did it. Yep.
he attacks Loomis on the ramp and beats him with a chair.
Chair.
Oh, nice.
He
And
did.
then he goes to the back. Gargano's like, you think that's going to keep Dexter away?
Like seriously.
He was like, your knee looks cute. But then he was like, no, but the big thing to come from that is when Gargano first talked to Miz, he's like, you don't know why Dexter's after you? And he's like, yeah. He's like, so you're just going to blow that whole thing under the mat? He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, I've known Dexter for a while. And I know what you did to him. He's like, all he wants you to do is say, you're sorry.
What did he do to him?
And Miz like, I never did nothing to him. All he does is stalk me. He's like, okay. All you have to do is explain what happened and say you're sorry. And it's over. But it's fine, Miz.
What
Take
did
him
he
on
do?
one-on-one.
Well,
Good
now I'm
luck.
curious. What did he do to
And
him?
then he
I know.
walks away. And
Me
then Miz
too.
beats his ass. Then he comes back and Gargano's standing there and he's like, you think that's going to keep Dexter down? Like, he's not going to quit coming for you.
He's
now.
like, don't make me
all
blow
you
the
have
whistle."
to do is acknowledge what happened, but you won't.
He won't.
And he's like, if you won't, next week I will.
Oh, shit.
Crap.
So
So
that's
Raw-
this week.
Well, Raw singing all their good shit, man. I had to fucking watch AJ Styles lose to Dominic. I missed that. What the fuck?
So like Gargano, and
Yeah.
then Miz said, do what you need to do, because now I think I have another problem, and it's you. And
Oh,
Gargano's
boy.
like, okay.
Probably show that on on Hulu.
Like, for me, the Fiend's back, Gargano's on Raw, having a
Mhm.
prominent role. Like it's a beautiful time.
It is
And
beautiful.
all I-
There was a
back.
time where Gargano was maybe going to AEW, and the Fiend got fired, and I was not having a great.
That was a bad time.
And Elias
What?
is back, so you're happy.
My favorite
Oh,
part,
dude! All right. What did you guys think?
Loved it.
Elias is back. Did you get the goosebumps?
let's change the picture.
Oh.
He's the
I don't know the two people
Maybe
watching.
Elias is the
we have people actually watching. They're
All right,
very
sorry.
confused.
I apologize to the two people. All right, so there's a lot that happened on Raw.
There is a lot.
Sorry, we're just. I had a loco. I got loco a little bit. All right. Anybody that watches RSH knows we all
Walk with Elias.
Elias, yep.
That's
Except
twice.
her.
That's twice.
Yeah, I do.
You don't walk with Elias?
Yes, I do. I walk with Elias.
You
No,
walk
she
with
does
the-
not. She every time he comes on TV and I get up and I fucking start chanting and my parents start yelling, I'm sleeping, bitch. She looks at me like I'm insane.
I walk with Elias.
But
really.
I'm walking.
Hey, he's like my
And,
twin.
like, he came out,
walk
Yeah.
with
And then
the
when
line.
Riddle came out
Oh,
and
interrupt.
said, you want to hit my bong, bro?
That was fucking fun.
I fucking popped. And like I was all for the concert. And then Seth comes out.
Interrupt.
My favorite part was when fucking what's his name, the announcer dude who can't wrestle anymore. I forget his name now. I've been drinking.
Corey Grace.
Corey Graves. He's like, that's singular for bongos. Whenever he said it, but that made me laugh a lot.
Corey Grace.
And,
Like,
and then I was like, I don't want to do that, but
Corey Grace is like, I don't like Riddle, but thank you
But
for interrupting.
Hey,
us."
we got a comment.
that's not my thing. But
That's funny.
that was a great segment.
What are you all hell knowing about, Mom?
It's her pure vodka she's drinking over here.
I know, right?
100% vodka.
All right, so
Vodka
Elias. No, she
Stop
hates
it.
Elias too.
You hate Elias.
But it looks like
Unbelievable.
he's gonna be thrown in that
Yeah.
Seth Rollins. Like earlier, you said he has 3 enemies.
He does.
He does. yeah.
Elias is getting thrown right into that U.S. title feud.
And he costs fucking Riddle.
And
What are you
we've
doing,
talked
Elias?
about
Yeah.
a lot how much money that character is.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, he's Elias.
Mom. Oh god, oh, that's your screen. I was like, oh shit, we have another comment. That's just Mom. Ignore it.
Is it the
Like,
same comments?
That's
Do
our
you
mom.
remember
It is.
when we went to Raw when his album dropped and
I
he
do.
got interrupted like 5
Yeah,
times?
5 times. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm not
And he
leaving.
said, I
until
got up
get-"
to number 3. Fuck you, Taylor Swift.
He did.
Fuck you, Post.
He's like,
He
I'm
went
not
on like
leaving.
a Twitter
Yeah, he
rant that
did.
night. I passed all of you. Then the next day I woke up, he was like 186.
Because he's awesome.
No, like he fell.
Don't read
Well,
the
I-
next comment.
He only had 5 songs.
Elias sucks.
She's doing that to mess with Josh. That's what she's doing.
Pain block.
Hey, you know what's funny?
She's doing
It's
it
right
for mess
there.
with you.
Block user. Mom, don't.
Are you an Ezekiel fan? Because he's cool. But
She doesn't know who that. She says Kevin Owens sucks.
She does.
Oh, now we're
She
fighting.
said, "Is that fat guy again?"
Oh, okay, Vince McMahon. He got fired, and so are you, because Kevin Owens is the best thing in wrestling outside Bray Wyatt right
and
now.
she don't like Taylor
If
Swift.
she don't like Bray Wyatt,
You don't like Bray Wyatt? No, screw me.
She's like, I
No. Screw you. You don't like Kevin Owens. You like Bray Wyatt. You don't like Ezekiel
don't.
or
She don't like Taylor Swift either.
Well,
Her album drops. What do you mean? Well, we used to hang out and listen to Taylor
no,
Swift.
I love BT Swift. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
She
her
clearly.
new album comes out Friday. Do you know that?
Does she like Billie Eilish?
No.
All right. Well, that's okay.
She thinks Billie Eilish is that shit in her
Now
eyelash.
she's
Oh,
now she's
I
trying
like-
to
Did you
tear it
know
down.
Taylor Swift CD comes out Friday?
I did.
It's called Midnights.
Midnight's? All right.
And her heart's not broken. She's with the same guys. I don't know what the fuck she's singing about.
Is it Ben Harper?
No, it's that London fucking
Josh,
guy.
Screw
Taylor
me.
Swift needs shot.
With Mom. Anyway.
Mom, you're condoning violence. This is why I'm in a 30-day Facebook ban.
Listen, lady. Kevin Owens is fucking the best thing in
She's
WWE.
doing that to screw with you guys.
Bray Wyatt is the other best thing in WWE.
She
And
did.
Taylor Swift
She's
should be performing the Super Bowl, but she's already done it 5 times.
What the fuck? Rihanna? What the fuck? T-Swiss is where it's at. Dude, if she Eminem was last year, that was awesome. If
that
T-Swiss was this year, I'd be really excited about
Yeah,
it.
when you got Mac Jones in the Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Yeah. Let's not get too carried away.
I ain't gonna be Joe Burrow.
It was last year,
Joey
motherfucker.
Burrow. Yeah, you made it one time, so now you're gonna go. Look, the Patriots shit isn't duplicated.
Well,
Just because you go one time, Jimmy, doesn't mean you're gonna go every fucking. You lost to the Steelers
yeah, that was bullshit. Did you watch that
and the
game?
Cowboys
Yeah, it was
lost.
bullshit.
Mom, stop.
They did. Get over the Cowboys.
Oh,
Please.
Cowboys fucking suck. Are you kidding me? Their owner just got accused of rape in front of the players. Jesus Christ. America's rapist team. Unbelievable. They haven't won a game. Well, they won earlier against the Minnesota.
That's what I said.
They
America's
haven't mattered since the 90s. Remember, what was his name? He's like an announcer. He was also in trouble for saying stupid shit. What's his name? Troy Aikman. Yeah, Troy
He said,
Aikman.
"Put a dress on."
He looks like he's a gay. You can tell by his face.
All right,
He's a
Mom.
gay.
All right, Mom.
Siobhan said that, not me.
She knows how I feel about
She
him.
said we beat the Bengals. Quit calling people names.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Did you watch the game though? And sure, you won that game. I'll give you that. Sure.
My team couldn't beat the Bengals. So shut up. We
When's
get
the last time the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl?
America's rapist.
When's the last time? Was it when Troy Aikman had a horse mouth and raped a horse? Because that was also in the 90s.
The poor horse.
And the Bengals went there last year. Unlike the Cowboys, who are a joke. America's team, their owners are rapists in front of the players.
America's rapist.
This year in 2022. Unbelievable. What's his fucking name?
Jerry
Jerry
Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Creepy Jones.
80.
There we go.
He got a nickname. Creepy Jones. Raping players in front of other players or
You
something.
know what's funny? I don't know if that's Mom
Or our dad.
or Dad.
Either way, I'm right.
Chuck, screw you. I
They're,
feel like that's
they're
Dad.
messing with us somehow. They're messing with you
Mom
guys.
isn't
actually.
that like blunt.
No,
Dad,
she's not.
Dad don't give a shit. So
You've met both of them.
Just like Jerry Jones,
It's
who
Mom.
rapes people in front of his players.
It's
Also
Mom.
doesn't give
No,
a
look,
shit.
we've went to a live event with Dad. Dad doesn't give a
He
shit.
don't give a crap.
I thought we might get into a fight. I was going to bounce. But I didn't feel that.
Yeah, Dad wasn't putting up with anybody's shit.
He don't.
All right, let's finish this shit off.
Oh, they're doing
So
that.
who's left?
Screw with you guys.
Who's left? So we did. Have we done the rabbit?
Oh, God.
I don't think so.
All right. Here's the rabbit. All right, I
like
can't zoom,
it. It looks like
but
Tony
it looks
Khan.
like there's red beard coming out.
Look,
from-
you didn't change the name.
Look
Bob.
by the teeth.
Red. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean-
Red beard, Rowan.
Look at the bottom. You didn't change the name.
I mean, I can't really see red.
Well, I can't zoom in on this one. There's other pictures you can zoom in on.
I'm going to zoom in right here. Here we go.
oh, yeah.
I mean, this is part of the mask, though.
The mask ain't red.
What?
It looks like Tony Khan on Thursdays after his cocaine binge.
Oh, there's Eric Rowan and his pet.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about
All right, so you guys think it's Dexter Loomis?
I do.
Did I say that?
Yes,
I
you
did too.
All
You
right.
said, did I say that?
All right,
Now-
Yvonne, why
now-
do you think it's Dexter Loomis?
God.
Because Chuck's trying to
Now
figure
I
out
changed
if
the
he
Dex-
said it or not.
Now I probably mixed up Huskus and that, but I'm like with Dexter Loomis, probably what I did.
All right,
Now
so
I'm
you're
noticing
putting-
the teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, like look, if you look,
I
at
didn't
the
notice
picture,
that. No.
He's kind of beefy though.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
the red beard coming through the fucking thing.
I don't see a red beard. I just saw
I
like,
didn't either.
his mask. It's part of the like it's like his mouth.
I didn't either. Eric Ronan's one of these two.
I mean, I
I
think-
think he's part of it.
He
I
is.
absolutely.
He's one of the two.
All right, so let's get. So RSH has been in for 152 episodes. Let's get to the hardest hitting question we've ever had. Who do you guys think's playing Bray Wyatt?
I think Bray Wyatt.
Oh shit! Who do you think's playing him?
Oh boy, that's a tough one.
What's his real name? I was going to say his real name. I can't think.
I
of
can't say. It starts with a W. I can't say it.
Watanda?
Yeah,
Rotunda.
Watunda.
Yeah.
The IRS is.
I'm just kidding. It's Bray fucking Wyatt. Like,
Exactly.
look,
He's here. Actually, he said I'm here, but he's here.
Let him.
it's
in.
just a really cool time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I enjoy it. I
I do
really
too.
enjoy the Wyatt.
All right,
shit.
so me and Yvonne will watch this every single week if it's dog shit or not.
sure.
Chuck. So I'm going to lean on you.
Uh,
Is wrestling much since
Yep.
in the last 2 months? Is it much more enjoyable to you?
hell yeah.
Do you enjoy Raw more, less, or
We all know the answer. Before Vince was fired and was also raping people like Jerry Jones, I
The creep, Jerry.
I
Jones.
generally fast forwarded through most of it. Even if I was getting paid to watch it, I still fast forward through most of it. These days, I let it play. I watch it. I watch it all. I'm still working, so I'm not like 100% focused on it.
yeah?
But I let it play without fast forwarding. So that's a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
I even told you that before we went on the air. I enjoyed Raw. Watched it
Mhm.
today. I watched SmackDown
Look
yesterday.
what you got on. Like you got that badass Lashley Brock feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Brock taking a table bump?
Yeah.
I'm
Brock doesn't take bumps for people.
He
though.
don't.
I feel like Brock is being more. He's being more in tune with the wrestling. He's doing more shit.
Yeah,
I
like,
guess. Yeah.
He's bumping for Lashley.
He
yeah.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
he got speared through the barricade, and then got spine bustered through the
He
announcement.
did.
Yep.
And like, I'm pretty excited for Lashley Brock.
That's gonna be a good one.
We saw it live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over it. But
There we go. He's over it.
Oh my
But
fucking God.
I will tell you that Lesnar's putting people over now.
over it again.
He's fucking over it. Look, this is why I have to take mental breaks from this show.
I mean,
Like, I'm not gonna be here for the next 20 days.
it's happening.
It's look, we're off next week, and then
Yeah.
Jesus. I had to get God. He has a lot of shit he's doing. He's not doing very good with some of it.
He's a busy guy.
But yeah, make wine into water. We've been there. Like, so he's filling in, and then I'll be back, ready to go,
I
and
like
I'm
it.
not over it.
Well, it's happening at Saudi, so I don't really care. It's not like I'm like, oh, this is
So
fucking
now you're
stupid.
racist.
No, it's just like I've seen it. I don't really care about either character at this point without the titles. Like,
So you wanted Brock versus Daniel Cormier.
no, not at all.
Which one do you prefer?
Either way, I'm not watching because it's at Saudi.
He's
But
over both.
clearly, Lashley and Lesnar.
It comes on at noon on a Saturday. You're gonna watch it?
God, no.
What if Mustafa Ali and Seth Rollins kicks off the show?
They'll still the replay on Raw.
What if AJ Styles fights Kenny?
We know who's gonna win because AJ Styles doesn't win matches anymore. So it just doesn't matter.
The phenomenon just went down the toilet, flushed that away.
What did
AJ
you guys think? I'll change the picture.
Oh
It's
God,
freaking me out.
don't even
What
think.
did you
about
think about the Mysterio angle where he went to SmackDown? Mysterio and Gunther, though.
Yeah,
That was
I mean,
good.
we know Gunther's going to win. Like, that's going to be a good match.
that'd be a good one.
That was
It's
a
gonna be
nice change.
Yeah, it's gonna
He's
be
like,
different.
dude, I don't want to hit my kid. Like, I'm going to quit. And Triple H's like,
Let's let's talk in the office.
and like,
We can-
that's a night. Look,
we can unsolve this.
we were talking last week with Bebe
When's it gonna
about,
happen?
about like,
Yeah.
that just saved that match for Mania.
Yeah.
That's what just
Mm,
happened.
probably.
Because they're going to
Yep.
come across each other in the Rumble,
They are.
and they're going to come across each other at, no, actually, probably just the fucking Rumble, right?
Well, do we think that Ray will let Dominic eliminate him on purpose?
Yeah, I think Ray eliminates Dominic.
I think he does.
I would like that.
And then you
Some
get those
point.
two at Mania.
I would
They,
like
they
that.
have to. They realize
I mean,
they have to do
the
that.
time's
match,
going
Yeah.
to come. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what we're building towards that. And you're right, because he's on a different show now. So
Mhm.
now we
So
have
Ray
some
can do his
time.
thing for a couple months,
Yep.
and then at the Rumble they're like, "Oh, here we go again.
Yep.
Here we go again."
And I think Ray's gonna take the hit, and then they're gonna keep fucking with him, and then it's gonna be like, you know what?
You know
Fuck
what?
it.
Yeah, I gotta take care of
He's
this.
gonna snap at some point.
Maybe like he'll eliminate Ray, and then Ray's gonna be like, you know what? Fuck this, and go in and fucking eliminate Dom.
He needs to do it.
And it's we're gonna something's gonna happen. I'm excited to see it happen when the time comes.
You're gonna strike at some point.
But you're right. They did. That is a way to keep that going until
Hey,
WrestleMania.
Gunther and Rey Mysterio.
That's gonna be a different pace because we've been seeing Gunther and Hart matches with people like Sheamus.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Ray,
Sheamus and Ricochet have been the only two he's really feuded with.
yep. And Ricochet is kind of like Mysterio. It's gonna be a different change of pace.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is
Something
a
different.
little
better.
level. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be good shit.
That'd be a
Like
good
we
match.
know Walter's gonna win, but like
Sure,
It's gonna be a good.
it doesn't matter. The match is gonna be great.
it'll be fun.
And it was a nice add to the Fatal 4-Way. And I like how they did cross.
Yep.
You got attacked in the parking lot by Drew.
My
Car
favorite part
accident.
was the car accident. As a former person who had to like deal with car accidents, there was no damage to the vehicle. So we had a random car
He's overcrossed.
smoking, but there was no damage.
Insurance or something.
Back in the day for 6 months,
He's
and there was no
overcrossed.
damage to the Porsche, and the truck was just randomly smoking with a smoke bomb. but Cross was fucking hurting. I'll tell you that
He was hurting. Him and
So
Scarlett.
like
was
that's
hurting,
not over. So like
No, that's gonna
Drew
keep
versus
going.
Cross, Saudi.
Yep.
Seth, Ali, Saudi, Lashley, Brock is official.
Sorry,
Right.
Logan Paul
Ugh.
and Roman. Logan Paul
Yeah,
will
it's
be
a
on
waste.
SmackDown
That's a
Friday.
waste of life.
You know what? You know what they should do to Logan Paul after Roman beats him?
Fire
Have
him?
Send him
no,
away.
You have
fire
him come on Raw. You have him come on SmackDown the week after.
No.
And this Bray's whole
No.
group just takes him out
I would enjoy that.
forever.
I don't even want to see that because
I
I
don't even
don't
want to
think
see
they get
it.
that attention. Like, just go away.
That's fair.
Bray Wyatt has better
Right.
people to take, not that.
Go back to
creep.
YouTube and make pasta or some shit. I don't know what he does on YouTube. I assume he makes pasta. So like
that nobody's gonna eat.
It's
It's been logified by him.
shit about
Dude, it's just a fun time to be wrestling.
It is.
It is.
With that being said, we will take a week off. Look,
That happens.
if something happens that's so fucking like
mental breaks are needed. I get it.
No, but like if something happens that's like, oh my God. Like Vince, when he got, remember we had no idea Vince was going to be told to get the
Mhm.
fuck out.
Yep.
And we were like, our
know.
episode this week's week. If something ridiculous happens,
Sure.
we will record next week.
But that probably won't happen.
But it is like, it's like,
Unless Triple H dies from COVID.
don't put that down.
No, I'm not putting out the world. He won't.
I
He'll be
will
fine.
clip that out. No, I'm just kidding. We don't edit.
I don't know how to edit.
But if something crazy happens, we will.
Yep.
Or you'll see us on social media making videos. We need to start doing that again.
I agree.
Yeah,
It
we
was
do.
fun.
Our videos were good.
They were.
She's the only one doing it.
I
now.
do it now.
Fucking overachieving.
Chuck
over here.
used to get like 1,000 views on TikTok.
Only
Archie messaged me earlier. He's like, "Why don't you guys use your TikTok no more?" It's like he's like at work, and I was like, when things work, we stop doing it."
Pretty much. I get real lazy.
So we-
I get real lazy
So
real fast.
unless something crazy happens, RSH is taking next week off.
Yep.
And then November 2nd, 6:30 Eastern time, it's our Halloween episode.
Josh won't be back.
I won't be
Chuck and
here.
I will.
They will be here. Jesus Christ. He's done walking on water.
Is it the apocalypse or is it the second coming?
You can ask him.
Which I think is the apocalypse.
Jesus can't come. He's very old. But
Oh, hey.
Jimmy Bebe will be here.
Yep.
And he's going to be dressed up. They're going to be dressed up.
I wonder if I actually just watched Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 today for the first time, so we can discuss that.
So Jimmy Bebe will be here. Jesus can tell us why he made all of us. And it's be a great show.
Oh, for
And
God's sakes.
it's Saudi predictions. And since I am so upset I got screwed out of my RSH title, I'm not picking pay-per-views anymore anyway.
No.
Jesus will make the picks.
Well, we
for
don't
Saudi.
defend the title of Saudi anyway.
No.
No, I
That was
look,
your rule, so
J-
We don't think we make picks for Saudi.
We
No,
don't.
like you know how Brett screwed Brett, Yvonne screwed Josh. Like
oh my god.
RSH screwed Josh. All I did was bleed for you fucking people. I'm taking like months off. Like
Come on.
I'm like MJF. Just pay me to not say bad things about the show.
Oh, for God's sakes.
But anyway, I'm Jesus. Like if you won't tune into a podcast with Jesus, and who are you guys dressing up as?
Well, I wouldn't look very good. I'm going as Stone Cold for Halloween, but that'd just be me wearing a fucking Stone Cold shirt. So I might go I might go different.
All right, so you guys don't know what they're going to be as.
Not yet.
I'm sorry I won't be on for a few weeks, but I got Jesus take my place.
That's a pretty big deal.
That is.
And we're going to hell after that episode.
Yeah, well, I'll deal with it then.
That's a
I thought I went to hell when I watched Halloween Ends.
seriously though. It can't get any worse than that. That's gonna be my hell. I feel like
Corey!
Corey, come back.
Like, I didn't
Okay.
realize the whole Halloween Ends movie would be about her granddaughter getting her G spot hit by
I
Corey.
know.
Like,
Seriously, it's
It-
not romance
the whole
at
like
all.
first hour,
Yeah.
I'm in the group chat. I messaged Chuck like, so this is like a romance, and he's
I
like,
see.
yeah, keep watching.
It only gets worse.
Then
right?
they hook up,
Yeah.
and then he treats her like shit. And she's like, "Does he love me?" It's like, "Oh my god, I'm
It's
watching
sickening.
Lifetime."
Yeah,
And then
it is.
he says the fucking line, the famous line in every fucking Lifetime movie that's ever talked shit about a guy in every movie ever. If I can't have her, no one
Nobody
will.
can. Yeah.
What the
And then-
fuck?
Exactly.
What? And then we have him getting bullied the entire time. It's a fucking Stephen King movie. Like, what is
Right.
going on? It's just, and then we
And
got
what
Michael
did you
Myers-
say in the movie theater?
Dude, the scene where the 75-pound Corey bitch who killed a kid 3 years earlier, he walks into the sewer where Michael apparently lives for 4 years, and Michael was just randomly standing there, like, I'll just stand here now. Takes his mask from him. Michael Myers literally in this universe killed 11 firefighters
He did.
by himself.
He did by himself.
After getting shot in the hand, shot in the face, fucking stabbed, and then all of a sudden, 4 years later, a 75-pound bitch named Corey with glasses takes his mask from him in a sewer because he needs it. What the fuck? Oh, but don't worry, because Michael still sits up. That's why I said this is fucking stupid. It was so fucking stupid.
I was there at the theater with Chuck. I heard it. Yeah.
It was so fucking. He sits up. He does the iconic sit up after that.
Didn't you say
Like, there's nothing
a
fucking
child and a
about
father
that.
left the theater?
They fucking left. People left the fucking. It's worse than Rob Zombie's movies. For fuck's
See the
sakes.
female Corey. God.
For fuck's sakes. And then Michael finally killed him. Which was
Finally,
nice.
it's about time.
But like, and then we had the cool 5-minute fucking fight scene with Lori and Michael that had zero fucking suspense to it because like Lori didn't even know he's around until he showed up, and all of a sudden, oh, she fucking knows.
That's just gonna fight
For
Corey.
fuck's sakes,
Hold on. You have Prime.
I do have Prime.
For the first time in the history of RSH, I'm going to make a phone call during the show. Hey, Jimmy.
We can put it on Bluetooth.
Hey, we're alive. What the hell is that movie called that we watched yesterday? No, the real title. Was it The Grim Cuddy? Grim Cuddy.
Still sounds better than
All
Halloween.
right, I'll call you when we're off air. I'll call you about it.
I don't know who that is, but
Jimmy, he's on the show.
I know who
before.
Jimmy is. I know what the movie
All right,
is.
it's called Grim Cuddy.
Grim Cuddy.
It's about 85 minutes.
Cool.
We put it on as a joke because the trailer is so bad.
Nice.
Then we put it on and the movie's so good.
Pretty good.
I've seen it 3 times
I've been there.
in 3 days.
I've been
So
there.
like if you want like a new,
I might have
it's
to
like,
watch it.
Look, I get sick of watching the same
I do
shit.
too.
Sure.
Like I watch Sinister every year.
Sure.
I watch all the Saws every
Sure.
year. You watch Halloween.
Sure.
You watch Halloween. We
Yeah.
all watch our favorite movies. Like every year there's new ones.
Yep.
This is an Amazon one that kind of flew under the radar.
I like
But
it.
it's like 99%. And then I watched the trailer and I was like, Amazon's on drugs.
They
Then
don't-
I watched it and I'm like, oh my God,
Pretty good.
did they find this guy or not? It's
Nice.
pretty good.
I watched the sequels. It's called this the same on Amazon. Same idea. I watched it last week. It's like it looks kind of fun. The town that dreaded sundown on Amazon
That
Prime.
sounds-
It was pretty
okay.
good. It's not the original. This is an original from like the 60s. This was like the sequel to the originals. It was made like 4 years ago or whatever. Pretty good. I recommend it. Also on Amazon. See, they have hidden treasures on Amazon.
Why do
don't
I have like 18 tickets to this event in my cart?
they?
I'm taking everybody.
Fucking-
If this somehow clears, we're all going. Everybody's going to WWE. $222. Everybody.
Phew, don't hit accept or whatever.
Place order.
But
I will hit place order, but I will not agree to the terms and conditions.
fucking Corey.
I'm
That was
sorry.
so fun. It was the third installment of a trilogy.
You know, the
It
only
was.
Corey that ever mattered was Corey Matthews.
No, yeah.
that's a good Corey. Still
That is
better
a-
fucking killer than this fucking kid. At least he fought Mankind and fucking Vader once.
Yeah,
And he beat up his fucking rapist brother in an episode where he's trying to get on Topanga. So,
Yep.
still cooler than fucking this Corey Cunningham, which I don't know if you guys fucking know this. I'm not gonna go on the rant. I just want you guys to know that they did this on purpose. That in Friday the 13th, Part 5, Jason Voorhees isn't in it. It's an imposter killer by the name of Roy. That being said, I'm not sure where the name Corey came from, but his last name was Cunningham, which is the guy who fucking wrote the original Friday the fucking 13th. And so we're gonna do a big homage to Friday the 13th Part 5, which made no fucking money and everybody hated to the point they had to make the next sequel called Jason Lives to make every audience member know that Jason's fucking in it. Fucking stupid.
That is-
Anyway,
that
that's
is-
where
You
I'm
know
going
what
to end my
franchise
rant.
don't have to defend themselves? Saul. You know
Well-
why? Epic.
Well,
And you know what comes out October 23rd, 2023? Sultan.
I'm excited for that. But 4 through 7 is kind of like we understand that.
You know what's funny? You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
In my article I wrote, geekbuddy.com, I said, there's a reason Saw 5 is my 10th. I think 9th right now because 10 comes out next year. Is my worst movie. If you say it's the last movie of a fucking series, make it the last fucking movie of the series.
Yeah.
And don't do it on the 5th one. When you signed a contract that is known by the world for 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, it's like signing a 10-year deal with the Yankees and you're like, I'm retiring. It's like, no, you ain't, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but whatever.
the reason they did that was because people started getting sick of it. So like, oh, it's gonna be the final one. So
Well, you know what? The people that get sick of it.
And then it made money because they all came for the final one. Oh, we have to keep doing it because they
All
made
the
money.
people that were sick of it should be in
Studios.
John Kramer's basement
Fucking
trying to play a
studios.
game.
Fucking
For
studios.
God's sake.
Fucking studios.
All of them.
They're the worst.
Now they're in Chris Rock's basement.
Alex Spiral's
Yeah.
better.
Which ones? Oh, he's probably hurts.
I don't know what the fuck's. Hey, after the last one, I don't know where they go.
I like Spiral
because the
I
guy
do too.
ran off, Chris Rock ran off, and
He
Samuel died,
He
motherfucker.
died- His dad died.
So,
yeah, he
Is
died.
John really dead?
He said, "You want to play a game, motherfucker?" I died when he dropped that.
He did.
They took me to see that on my birthday, and
That's
I was
your
like,
birthday,
"Fuck yeah!" My dad's like, "Sit down." I was like, "Sorry."
I like Spiral. I like Saul. I mean, it's
He
not
said,
perfect,
"You want
but
to
I
play
like
a game, motherfucker?" I told them that
He's gotta
Samuel
say it.
would say "motherfucker"
He's
at
gotta
some
say it.
point,
it. He's
He
got to
did.
say it.
and he
He's gotta
did. He
say
said,
it,
"You want
yeah.
to play?" I was, dude.
It
And
was
he
good.
Billy rolled in on the bike. He said, "You want to play a game, motherfucker?" It's like, "You want to beat up a doll?"
I like
Yep.
that you
Dude, and then when he
I
said,
liked it.
"We ain't had a meal, Dad," he said, "You hungry?" N-word with an A.
He was very Samuel in that.
Yeah.
movie.
He was.
He didn't use the hard R. He used the hard A.
Well, the thing is, he's been in the Avengers for so long. He's like, I finally get to be myself again.
For what?
No, now he's like, I'm finally around black people.
That's fair. That's,
Wow.
Well, to be fair, the new Captain America is black. So
For God's
Oh,
sake.
Falcon?
yeah,
He's not Captain America. He's Falcon.
no, the
And
new,
Black Panther died, so like
No,
now they have to make White Panther.
he died
Wow,
in real
that's
life. That was sad.
racist.
Wow, don't you sorry.
That's right.
No, I mean he died in real life. It was
Now he's
sad.
White Panther.
He's not white. The
They
Black Panther
have
is
to
the
make
girl.
a new one. White Panther.
It's the girl.
They won't die.
No, it's the girl now.
Why
Well, then
people
they
don't
won't
die?
die. Wow. It's
Ozzy snorted ants. He's alive.
ants.
Ozzy should be White Panther.
He does like cocaine.
All right, we gotta stop.
So does
Oh, speaking of cocaine.
So does Tony Khan. Really?
Before RSH wraps up this incredibly ridiculous, absolutely stupid episode,
Maybe we kind of got the reels
I
there a
need-
little
we
bit.
need to-
we're
Tell them.
sponsored by Tony Khan and his big ass pile of cocaine.
Definitely sponsored.
That-
That's a real sponsor too.
And that cocaine, yeah, Mike, that's a real sponsor. And that cocaine pile, no, Mike, it never gets shorter. Just so you know,
Not.
he's rich. His dad owns the Jaguars. They've almost made the playoffs 8 times. They're famous for losing to Tom Brady in the first round.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I do want to let you know, Ben or Chuck, whatever fuck
Get
your
my name
is.
right, bro.
Fuck you, dude. On Christmas Eve, it's Cincinnati at New England.
Oh,
8:30. No, not just 1 o'clock, not 4 o'clock,
Not
not
a
Monday
8:30
night.
show.
It's 8:30 Sunday night
Right,
football,
right.
the last football game that all football fans see
it's on.
before they open up their cold.
And you got Tom Brady, so it's on.
Mac Jones and Mac's been hurt, so we got Bradley Zappy Hour.
What is he- what is he
Zappy, like they
called?
have a whole song for
Is
him
that
now.
a Pokemon card?
He just beat the Browns, something y'all ain't done in 3 years.
We beat the Browns all of the time.
You guys lost to the Browns both times last year.
No, we didn't.
Yes, they and bad, like 42-7.
It could be true. I'm not gonna argue.
No, it's very true. All I'm saying is, and Jimmy's like the most, like Jimmy thinks because the Bengals win the Super Bowl once that they're going to go every year. And I was like,
No.
look, Tom Brady's just don't like.
So far, we're 3-3. I think.
Yeah, and you lost to Pittsburgh.
Well,
Like,
that was bullshit though. The first 2 games are bullshit, and you fucking know it
how?
because they had.
You won one of them. How's that bullshit?
No,
It
we
started
lost-
1-1.
No, we didn't. We lost.
Who'd
the
you
first,
lose to the first game?
We lost the first 2,
The
bro,
Pittsburgh.
and then the Cowboys.
Cowboys week 2?
I think so. Yeah, we were 0-2, then we went 2-2, then we went 2-3, and now we're 3-3. And
We're
we were
3-3
we
too.
were 0-2, and then we were 1-2, and then we were 2-2.
You know the difference between the Bengals and the Patriots?
Oh my God.
0 injuries. Third string quarterback, still 3-3.
Bullshit. That's not correct because our long snapper was injured, and that's
Not,
why.
oh my God, the fucking long snapper.
And we lost.
And you lost
We
because
missed 2 kicks that mattered
Fucking done.
because their kicker, who is really really good, had a bullshit fucking snap 2 times.
Not the
against
long
Pittsburgh.
snapper.
That's what cost the game. You know it.
The long snapper.
That cost the game.
Because he couldn't hold your balls in the right place.
It cost, because everything was off point after that. Watch the Steelers game. It was the long snapper's fucking fault. He missed 2 kicks that he never misses. Hasn't missed since. Because of the long snapper. That's why we lost to this fucking Steelers. But also, in that same game, we had 2 touchdowns that the refs said were touchdowns. Also bullshit. So we had everything against us on that fucking Steelers game. It was bullshit.
Look at your hair for those.
I barely remember the Cowboys game because I was really drunk that day, but I remember the Steelers game really, really well. And it was a long snapper and the refs. It was 4 fucking things. It was 2 kicks and 2 touchdowns that we had that they said we didn't have. Bullshit. On overtime, it was bullshit.
I can't hear anything you're saying. My headphones are off.
You should hear my voice though. My voice carries.
And I don't hear that either.
I can't wait to watch.
I'm a little jumbling when I talk. I talk kind of
What the
fast.
fuck happened to my hair?
But anyway,
I think we're done now.
we'll get there in December.
This is why we need a mental health week.
All right, Cheryl. That's how we're going to end our stage with football talk.
God.
That I
Yeah,
barely know
fuck
about.
the Bengals.
Hey, man, if we're all 3-3, then it's still a game. And
Fear Tom Brady.
he's a pussy bitch. She's getting divorced.
I know.
He's
He's
yelling
the
at his
Steelers
team.
kid with the sign that says, "Hey Tom, tell Giselle to hit me up."
Wow.
after the Steelers
He's
beat Tom Brady somehow.
He's getting divorced from his hot rich wife. He's breaking tablets, getting mopped by fucking 8-year-olds. Fucking pussy bitch.
That's facts.
Anyway.
He was getting. He got fined.
Yeah, he did.
$250K for throwing his
He
tablet.
did.
Against my team.
Because the tablet people sponsor the NFL, and they say you're not showing a good.
He should have retired. He's doing what the fucking
He should have retired 2 years ago.
he's doing
He
what
should've.
Two-Face did in The Dark Knight. He is
should've.
living long enough to become the villain.
No, like when he left New England, and won the Super Bowl in Tampa.
He should have stopped.
He should have like
That
that.
was
Like,
it.
yes, we get it. You won without Bill. It's cool.
Sure.
But like,
That's where it ends, though.
yeah, like really, like now, what do you want to win 5 with Tampa? Like, it's not going to happen,
not
bro.
gonna
You're
happen.
old. That's what life
It's-
happens. Look at Chuck. He's 45 too.
35, bro.
Okay.
Anyway, hope you all
Bro.
enjoy this show. If you didn't, I don't care. Fuck off. And until next time, continue to fear regularly.